protect your soul.
Nightmares creep while you and me repeat. This bittersweet heat is suffocating. I'm waiting and always hesitating. Kryptonite desires set my heart afire. Heart on fire. Set my heart afire. Suffocating. I'm waiting and always hesitating. Kryptonite desires set my heart afire. Heart on fire. Set my heart afire. Yeah.
Hello and welcome back to the We Are City channel from Manchester City game, and it's the FA Cup semi-final, Manchester City versus Chelsea. And I was reading something quite interesting this week. Manchester City are 4 games away from winning the Premier League title. They're 3 games away from winning the Champions League. They're 2 games away from winning the FA Cup, which is one of the games today, and 1 game away from winning the Carabao Cup. And that is absolutely outstanding, isn't it? How good and how quality City have been this season. The City game is live if you're in the UK on BBC One, and you can watch it on iPlayer. I'll be watching it from my computer on iPlayer, but you can watch it on normal television, as they call it in the UK, on BBC One if you want to watch the game today. We've got Citizen Sanders with us. Hello to you, and Andy as well. He says ESPN Plus isn't working for me, so he's going to listen to us. Well, that's great. I hope we provide you with a good bit of commentary here today, Andy. Julie says, hi everyone, we're ready. Come on, City. Margaret's going for a 1-0, but her other half reckons a 1-1, and it's going to go to penalties, but she's thinking it's going to be a tough one. Citizen Sanders has gone with a 2-1 to City. It's going to be a tough game for City, this one. I am going to be joined momentarily, I think just before kickoff or just after kickoff, by my usual co-commentator, Alex. Alex will be with us, so we're going to welcome Alex in not too long a wait of time. I hope I'm not too far from the mic today. Actually, I've been enjoying the sun here in Greater Manchester. The sun is absolutely wonderful. So I'm in the garden today, so hopefully the background noise isn't too loud either. If it is at any point, let us know. I think the crowd audio, which I'm going to turn on now, will just sort of dampen that background noise just a little bit, so you can't hear the sort of cars or whatever going on behind us and the birds chirping in the garden. But it's been nice and sunny here today. I think I've got myself a bit of a tan, or I maybe burnt myself actually. You don't realise that you're burnt until afterwards. City have gone with an odd side today, to be honest with you. From the way I see it, they've gone with Zach Steffen in goal. It's Cancelo, Diaz, Laporte and Mendy in that back 4. So, I mean, that left-hand side, 2 players that have not been the best this season. Cancelo has been out of form, really, after that Leeds game, you'd say. Rodri, Fernandinho holding the midfield with Kevin De Bruyne in front. De Bruyne, we all know his quality. Rodri and Fernandinho, a very negative approach by Pep, isn't it? 2 defensive midfielders. And then we've got Sterling on the left, Ferran Torres on the right, and Gabriel Jesus up top. A very out-of-form front line. Barring Ferran Torres, where I actually backed Ferran Torres a lot when in the box. I'm not sure I backed Gabriel Jesus and Raheem Sterling to score their goals. But we'll see what happens with that one. We'll pull up the Chelsea side as well, so you can see a comparison to the 2 sides there. They've gone with a sort of back 5, so it's Kepa in goal, a back 5 of James Azpilicueta, Thiago Silva, Rudiger and Ben Chilwell, once linked heavily with Manchester City. And the same goes to the midfield in Jorginho, also heavily linked with Manchester City at one point, with Kante in the middle. It's Ziyech on the right, Mount on the left, and then of course, it is, Timo Werner up top. And that is a really good Chelsea side, I think. A Chelsea side to be worried about. They've got the likes of, Kai Havertz and people like that on the bench. And that's going to be great for Chelsea fans, isn't it? And for Chelsea today. And I think we're going to be a bit worried by that, City. I think that the back line is going to struggle with it slightly. Sheba says Hansi Flick has decided to terminate his contract at the end of the season, holding out for that Germany job. Well, that's going to be interesting for Bayern Munich fans, isn't it? Losing Sheba, and the rumours are Julian Nagelsmann will be taking over at Bayern Munich next season. Gary says, hi all. Can't stop, I'm at work. Just sending you my prediction of 1-0 to City. Well, thank you very much, Gary. I hope you're right at the end of the game. Any win for City, I'll take today. Andy says, I wish ESPN Plus worked for me so I could watch. But yesterday I missed the MLS season opening game due to ESPN Plus problems. That's not good, Andy. I'd get onto them because I bet it's not very cheap, is it? Paying for ESPN Plus. And if you're not getting the service you're paying for, then you'd be pretty disappointed. So that Chelsea side, what are going to be the key battles today in this game? Well, I think, those Chelsea wingers in Mount and Ziyech, they love to come inside, don't they? They're naturally more attacking midfielders. We're going to see a very narrow front 3 from Chelsea, which is going to really get that back 2 of City and Diaz and Laporte. And expect the one of Fernandinho or Rodri to drop into that back line, because Pep has always said, and if you read it in the books, he struggles, doesn't he? He's always thinks that his team struggles when it's 2 against 3 up top, especially a narrow front line like Chelsea's. So he's probably going to have one of the midfielders drop into that back line. Gabriel Jesus, that's a big one, isn't it? Because is he going to have many chances today, especially that 3 at the back of Chelsea, or 5 at the back, Chilwell and James, and natural fullbacks as well. They've always played at fullback despite playing at wing-back now. I just think City, I'm not the most confident about today's game, if I'm being honest. I think we're going to struggle. We'll see how it goes, but I'm not entirely confident about City, especially with that side. Cancelo, like we said, out of form. Mendy, needless to say any more about Benjamin Mendy, is it? Sterling's been a bit useless as well at times. I'm just not confident. I wish I was confident. You know, it's Manchester City, isn't it? We've got to remember, and we tend to win games really well. And we tend to, you know, that Dortmund game I wasn't confident about. I'm like I've said a few times on this channel, I'm not the most positive and confident and hopeful Manchester City fans. You know, I sometimes I do see the negative side of things, and I think some people have said that about the team at the moment, but you don't know. Things could definitely change. Andrew's gone for a 2-0 for Manchester City. Andy says he's paying $5.99 a year. Well, that's a lot of money, isn't it? To not be receiving your service, Andy. I'd definitely get onto ESPN Plus, whichever way you can contact them and say, hang on a minute, you know, it's like Sky. I've had problems with Sky, and you have to contact them, or even my internet. You have to contact them and try and get it solved. And I know these big companies, they're interested in one thing and one thing only, that's making money and not providing you with a service. That's their secondary sort of aim. But you've got to get onto them, otherwise they will take advantage of you. Citizen Sanders says, I reckon Jesus will have a really good game. Well, I'm hoping for that, Sanders. I think that would be big for Jesus, wouldn't it? Because the more the season goes on, the more we see the likes of Gabriel Jesus not perform, not score enough goals, the more City are going to have to, you know, think we need to solve this striker situation, don't we? With Sergio Aguero going, if, you know, Jesus isn't firing either, we literally don't have a striker at the club, do we? You know, Sterling's not firing either. Ferran Torres, I feel, is probably one of our most clinical players in the box. Maybe Ilkay Gundogan up there, Phil Foden. Those three are probably the best strikers of the ball in the team. And that's worrying, isn't it? At the moment, that's really worrying. Andy says, yeah, others have had problems too, but at least I have you covering the whole thing. No, yeah, well, that's the point of us being here. It's all about the game with us. We don't make it too much about, you know, there's some of these people who do the stream, they like to be on camera, don't they? And, oh, look at me, look at me, look at me. I'm not about that, and we're not about that on the channel. We're about the game. We really are about the game, and you enjoying the football, and trying to be as descriptive as possible about the game. So people, you know, not everyone can watch the game. You have to understand that everyone can watch the game, especially if you're not in the UK. If you are in the UK, on BBC, but if you're not, you know, you want to know how the game's going, and sometimes you can't find a radio broadcast for it. And if you know, that's the whole idea of this channel. You know, that's why we call City Worldwide, because we just want to provide for all City fans. It doesn't matter where you're from. We do provide our written content, of course, in, you know, 5 supported languages, and we're always hoping to expand. It just happens that those 5 languages are ones that are part of the people who work with us here. So that makes it easier. You know, if none of us knew those languages, we wouldn't support in those languages. But it's been great to get so far as well. One thing I must mention is the 926 subscribers. Thank you very much to everyone. 926. We're just getting closer and closer to that 1,000. That 1,000 to me means you're serious, doesn't it? And we only set up this place in October, really. And it's really gone really well. I think it's gone really well to get to 926 by this point. And we were always coming to new videos. I mean, today we're lucky enough, me and my friend who will be coming on to do the live stream with me shortly. Hopefully he gets here before kickoff in the garden with me in the bright sunshine in Manchester today. We always planned to do it together. And obviously with these lockdown restrictions, we've had to, you know, do it over Skype, which at the moment, unfortunately, we've got technical difficulty with Skype, and we haven't managed to get other guests on, which we usually get on, namely our celebrity special guest, Mr. Kent Selane. We haven't been managed to get him on at the moment because I can't get into my Skype, so we're going to try and sort that out and get back to the usual ways. But we've got big things planned over the summer for you guys, especially the Euros. I keep mentioning it. We've got a big plan for the Euros, so hopefully you guys will be interested in that 6-part series. And we've also got a Q&A coming up very shortly, where we might even put the camera on ourselves and sit and talk to you as sort of as human beings, to show who we are, not, you know, behind the camera and behind the microphone, really speaking to you, to know who we are, a bit about ourselves. So a video will be going up tomorrow. No, sorry, not tomorrow, Monday. It's Sunday tomorrow. We're going up tomorrow on Monday. I said tomorrow still then, didn't I? Messing up here. On Monday at 4:30 UK time, there will be a video for you guys to then comment in the comment section all your questions, and we'll record a Q&A. And once we hit that 1,000 subscribers mark, we will release that video. So hopefully that's something you guys be interested in, just to know something about us guys. And, you know, you can always tell us something about you guys as well in that comment section. And this is a happy American in the goal for City. There is a happy American in the goal for Manchester City, Zach Steffen. And I'm a big fan of Steffen. I really am. And I saw a very interesting question. I think I've mentioned it on this channel before. A City fan once asked on Twitter, they said, would you let Ederson go if you could bring in Haaland? If the only way you could bring in Haaland was to let Ederson go, would you do it? And, you know, you're thinking, Ederson's a unique goalkeeper, isn't he? He's good with the ball at his feet. But Zach Steffen's reasonably good with the ball at his feet. And he's a good shot stopper. I don't think he's as good as Ederson. But would you sacrifice some of that defensive solidity when you've got the likes of Diaz and Stones playing so well at the back? Such a rock-solid back line. And have a sort of, less world-class goalkeeper, you could say, in Ederson, to get Haaland. A lot of people actually said because they were so impressed by the way Zach Steffen's been playing in the cup competition for City. And of course, he had a bit of a run, didn't he, at the start of the season when some of the players, including Ederson, picked up COVID. We got to see Zach Steffen play first-team football. And I thought he was solid. I think he's a very solid goalkeeper. I do worry that I don't think he's going to be at Manchester City too long because he's too good for the club, isn't he, to be a backup. I think Zach Steffen, he deserves first-team football, and hopefully he gets that somewhere in the future, especially to be, he's the USA #1 as well. Gation asks, Ferran Torres or Leroy Sané, who would you pick? What do you think Sané should stay at City? Well, I would have liked Sané to stay at City, but we're seeing, other fans, rival fans, Bayern Munich fans specifically, that are seeing the deficiencies in Leroy Sané's game. He has them, doesn't he? He's a bit inconsistent. He plays, an amazing game, 1 in every 8 games or so on. And he's got a lot to work on. And I think Sané was a bit arrogant to me. He thought, you know what, I'm the finished article. I'm good enough to go to Bayern Munich and play first-team football there and show how good I am. And the truth is, he isn't, is he, at the moment? And I think he will be. He has all the potential, in my eyes, to be that sort of Neymar-level player. Maybe not just as good as Neymar, but that real high-quality level player. It's whether he can do that, because he's clearly got an attitude issue. It keeps popping up, doesn't it, between managers? I think, to me, I've got to back my own player. Ferran Torres plays for Manchester City. I'm going to back Ferran Torres and say I'd rather have Ferran Torres. I actually think Ferran Torres has as high a ceiling, so-called, as Leroy Sané. I think he's an absolutely fantastic player, Ferran. I tell you what, when he gets in front of goal, he is an absolute finisher, and I really like him. I think, bit of physicality to his game. If he has the sort of drive that Cristiano Ronaldo had, I think definitely he's got sort of shades of that, young Cristiano Ronaldo. I really, really do. I don't think he'll get to that level, but I really do think he has those shades of Cristiano Ronaldo. Margaret Kearns is fantastic for 926 subscribers. Thank you very much, Margaret. Hemel Smith Rose here. Don't worry about being late. You're here before kick-off. My co-commentator's a bit late today. He's gone out getting some stuff for us. Obviously in the garden, just enjoying the sun here in Manchester. And it looks sunny at Wembley. The game played at Wembley today. Linda's here. Linda says a 2-1 to Manchester City. So the prediction's coming in now. Lots of people prediction a Manchester City win. Who has an attitude problem, says Emil Smith Rowe. Leroy Sané I was talking about. He's the one that I think, it keeps popping up. And like we said, we're on 926 subscribers. So if you do want to subscribe, please do give us a subscribe. It's free. It doesn't cost you anything. Give us a subscribe. It helps us a lot. Emil Smith Rowe's got a trim. I haven't yet. I actually have a very long hair at the moment, Emil Smith Rowe. I'm someone who's always had sort of longer hair, but at the moment it is on the real long side, honestly, with the lockdown restrictions. Obviously, they've dropped recently, haven't they, in the UK? That's why we're in the garden today broadcasting. I hope, like I said at the start, the background sound isn't too loud, but I think my mic, it's sort of what do you call a directional mic, or, it's not that sensitive to pick up the sort of background noise from the garden. Maybe you hear a bird every now and again, or a bee that flies past. Emil Smith Rose wants City to beat the fraud Tuchel. But we're not long from kickoff now. I'm going to take one little short break while I go and grab myself another couple of bottles of water to get ready for this game. And I go inside and get that. So we're back in just a short moment. Get ready for Manchester City versus Chelsea. So we're back, and we're very close to kick off Manchester City versus Chelsea in this FA Cup semi-final. Big game. And like I mentioned at the start of the stream, I'll mention it again because I think this is a really, really interesting fact from my point of view. City have got 4 games to win the Premier League title. They've got 3 games to win the Champions League, 2 games to win the FA Cup, and 1 game to win the Carabao Cup. Manchester City could very easily do the quadruple, couldn't they, this season? It is on. It's definitely on. Whether it happens or not, It's another story, but it definitely is on. And City have got such a strong squad, haven't they, that they can, afford to rotate. If you think of this side today, there's no likes of Stones, no likes of Kyle Walker, Gundogan, Bernardo Silva, Aguero. There's so many players out, and yet we're still playing, a high level. Sheba says, I'm not scared of Chelsea. I'm more scared of Tuchel. Pep hasn't played against him since the Bundesliga, I believe. Yes, and Pep's record is 4 wins and 1 draw, I believe, Sheba on that one. And this is a good thing this game is now, because I can listen to this, then go watch the MLS game on the TV afterwards. Yeah, I'm not actually very up with the MLS, if I'm honest with you. But do you support New York City? Let us know. It's cities they can easily bottle, says Emil Smith Rowe. That's true. And it's Orlando City versus Atlanta United. Now, I actually know someone who, I think their dad was from Atlanta. And they were a big Atlanta United fan. The likes of Joseph Martinez, Ezekiel Barco. They've got a very good squad, haven't they? A couple of players that, you think could make it in the Premier League. I think Joseph Martinez could probably make it in the Premier League, couldn't he? Kepa's in goal for Chelsea. Will concede a lot of goals. I'm hoping so. I hope he's terrible. I do feel a bit bad for him, but from a City point of view, I hope Kepa's shocking, because City need that, don't they, if he has a bad game today. They're having a little minute's applause for Prince Philip. Of course, it's his funeral today. A lot of the games were moved around, the kickoff times and so on, for that today. Sheba's not happy. It looks like Mike Dean's the referee. I didn't know that, Sheba. That is a worry. And Pato is at Orlando City. Well, I didn't know about that. I didn't remember. Alexandra Pato was one of them, that you always thought was going to be a world beater, didn't you? Never quite worked out for him, has it? Yes, I think Atalanta did have Elmer on Emil Smith Rowe. And City did beat Chelsea not too long ago. Here's Mike Dean, the referee. I'm watching this on BBC iPlayer. You can watch it on there too. The game might be, a few minutes behind an iPlayer. The BBC streaming is not as quick as watching it on, of course, BBC One on the television. But it's hard to get your TV and the television on at the same time. Mike Dean's a crazy ref, says Andy. So Manchester City versus Chelsea. Timo Werner over the ball. The players take the knee to continue their support against racism. So kick-off, Manchester City versus Chelsea. FA Cup semi-final. And we're live from Wembley Stadium. And City with the high press instantly, which is good to see. Gabriel Jesus closing down Kepa Arrizabalaga, who clears it nearly into the path of Gabriel Jesus. Ferran Torres working hard, wins the ball back for Manchester City. Jorginho back there. Now, I read a bit of an article on Jorginho today about the fact that he once was a monk in a monastery in Verona, in Italy, and considered giving up football. And then he moved to Hellas Verona, playing football for them, and eventually to Napoli. And then he did get his chance to shine under Maurizio Sarri. And that was something you didn't expect of him, really, did you? So the game is underway. And Ruben Diaz on the ball here for Manchester City. Here's Sterling. City win a throw in here through Raheem Sterling. Hopefully this is a good game. Really hope this is a good game. If Chelsea win, Tuchel's not a fraud, says Emil Smith Rowe. I don't think Tuchel's a fraud anyway. I think he's a very good manager, actually. Been doing a good job with Chelsea, hasn't he? Over recent times. And here's Benjamin Mendy. Cleared away by Jorginho. Diaz. Fernandinho. Cancelo in the short sleeve today. Cancelo looks a bit like Riyad Mahrez, doesn't he? From that sort of angle. Cleared away by Thiago Silva into Rudiger. And off Ferran Torres for a throw-in to Chelsea around the corner flag. Lucas Torreira was very underrated in the 18-19 season. Do you agree? Yeah, I think he was a good player, Torreira. And I actually thought, why did City go all out to sign, Jorginho, when they could have signed the one they wanted as a replacement, or in Fabian Ruiz, or, of course, Lucas Torreira. Fernandinho's playing more forward than Rodri, actually. You'd expect Fernandinho to be the more sitting of players, wouldn't you? But he's just such quality, isn't he, Fernandinho, going forward defensively. Can do it all. Here's Thiago Silva. Aspilicueta. Chelsea playing out from the back. This five at the back's working for them, isn't it? And they've got a solid defence, got a really good defensive record. Who do you think City will sign this summer? Ooh. I think they'll sign a striker, won't they? They've got to sign a striker and a left back. But I think that'll be it. I think they'll make 2 signings, a striker and a left back, and that'll be it. Personally, I think that'll be it. I'd love them to sign more players, but I think they'll just sign a striker and a left back. They're the only 2 signings they'll make. They won't replace Fernandinho, I don't feel. They'll go a season without him. They might not even replace Sergio Aguero. I think a left back is a dead cert. Whether that left back actually comes in for the next season or not, because there is rumours of Nuno Mendes joining, but going out on loan back to Sporting for a season. Here's Rudiger under pressure from Ferran Torres. Amindu's here. Amindu says City 3-1 prediction. Hoping that is the way the game goes, Amindu. Here's Kante down the line. Ziyech can't keep it in. Throwing for Manchester City right next to the man there, the manager, Thomas Tuchel. Sheba says he couldn't see a new midfielder coming in. Well, I'd like that, Sheba. I mean, there's rumours around Denis Zakaria, isn't there? Who is available for around 20 million euros. So, if he's available for around 20 million euros, they're going to bring him in, aren't they? Because 20 million euros for a player of his quality, apparently because of his injury record and 1 year left in his contract, could be a very interesting option, couldn't he? Here's Ferran Torres. Cancelo. Cancelo here. Into Ruben Diaz. City playing it out from the back here. Laporte. Sterling. Sterling taking his time. Diaz. Cancelo. I'd love Husamawa at the club, says Sheba. And never late, but better late than never, they say. I'm joined by my co-commentator, Alex. It's good to have you, Alex.
Hello, you alright?
How are you doing? How do you think the game? You've missed the first 4 minutes or so.
Yeah.
Nothing's really happened, to be honest with you. Playing it around the back, both sides. What are you predicting today? City win, Chelsea win?
I'm going to go 2-0 City win.
2-0 City win.
What did you go with?
I haven't actually predicted that yet. I want it to be, I think, a 2-0 for City. But I'm not quite sure quite yet. I think Chelsea will score, although they've got Timo Werner, haven't they?
They're struggling, aren't they, at the moment? They need to win the Champions League, don't they, really?
Yeah, well, that's the thing. I think Chelsea have got a good chance in the Champions League, actually. So we'll see how it goes. Just trying to rearrange ourselves to be close to the mic now. There's 2 of us. We're being outside. It's not the easiest thing to do. Andy's found the BBC stream, and here's Timo Werner in for Chelsea. He's in behind here. Laporte getting back. Hakim Ziyech. It's a goal for Chelsea.
They're appealing for offside, the City defenders, but I don't know if it is.
I think it's offside. We'll see here.
Well, they'll definitely review it, won't they?
Citizen Sanders says offside few. City need to pull the socks up, says Margaret. We'll see how this again. Yeah, he is offside, Timo Werner, isn't he?
Joe, it looks it from this angle anyway, but you never know, do you, when they actually square the camera up?
No.
That's onside, the second part.
Someone in the comments here saying, I think Chilwell should join City. What do you think? Well, I think he's better than Mendy and Zinchenko, but...
Would you pay 70 million for him, though?
Yeah, exactly. I don't think he's that high a quality. Here's Ruben Diaz. Oh, he's given the ball away again, Diaz. Mason Mount with a little nutmeg on Diaz.
Oh,
Chilwell.
They're up for it, these, aren't they?
In the ball into Ziyech. Good chance here. But Chelsea are looking dangerous. And that's a bit of a worry.
Well, they need to win this. This is the only chance of silverware, isn't it?
Pretty much.
They're not going to win the Champions League, so Tuchel needs to save his job.
Emil Smith-Rowe says, I think City guy can play a left wing back. Got faster, better defending. You're not going to make it at City, I don't think, Emil Smith-Rowe. I mean, you probably are better than Mendy, but you just got to be able to run. Here's Reece James into Jorginho. They kick it backwards. Chelsea and go all the way back to the keeper. That's a negative way to take your corner. Kepa's been untroubled at the moment. Hopefully, City can get him, gain his confidence on the ball, let Kepa have the ball a bit, and they'll nick it off him.
You'll need to kick it at him once and it'll go in, won't it? So
here's Cesar Azpilicueta. Werner. Azpilicueta on that right hand side. Ball at the top to Kante, making a bursting running behind here. Diaz across to him. Kante on the right wing. Back to Reece James. City controlling the game here. Not letting Chelsea get in behind them too easily. Well, that run from Kante is a bit of a worry. Rudiger. Actually, a really good pass. I thought he was overhit by a mile. Werner. Into Rudiger. Is it James with a cross? Stefan palms it nearly into his own net. Cancelo clears City. Not looking good at the moment. Sheba says you can see the change that Tuchel's made already. Exactly, Sheba. Chelsea look really dangerous, don't they? Especially compared to that game when they played City at the bridge not too long ago. We both covered that game, me and Alex. And the thing is with that game, actually, that was interesting was, you know, the first 10 minutes, 15 minutes, Chelsea had lots of chances. They looked better than City. City just picked it up, didn't they, in the second half and really did, you know, attack Chelsea, hit them on the counter, and it finished 3-1. So hopefully that's the way today's game's going to go. But at the moment, I'm not looking too hopeful about this game. I mean, I said I wasn't before the game with the likes of Jesus and Sterling in there. Raheem Sterling, he's going through a terrible form, isn't he, the past 18 months.
They're a different team, these, now, aren't they? 100%.
Emil Smith Rowe said, I always thought Cancelo had an undershirt. I said that myself, Emil Smith Rowe, at the start. He looked like he had Mahrez on. Cancelo with short sleeves on for the first time in a long while. It's looking like Thiago Silva has picked up an injury here for Chelsea. Julie says Chelsea sitting back. City need to take control. Tuchel's tinkering with the team paying off. Similar to Claudio Ranieri, the Tinkerman. But it looks like Thiago Silva may have had enough after the first 8 minutes. Going to play on, battle through this, looking like a back injury for the Brazilian. Kurt Zuma, of course, on the bench, a player that was once dubbed on the next big thing, I suppose. Similar to Mangala. And those two didn't quite work out, did they? Here's Rudiger. Chance here for Chelsea. They go back to Azpilicueta. Jorginho. Long ball forward by the Italian. The metronome, they call him in that midfield. Chilwell. Bringing the ball forward at this left-hand side. Mason Mount, who's playing off the left. Got to be careful. If he gets it on his right foot, he can hit a shot. Rudiger. Thiago Silva. Pressing from Jesus, but it's not enough for City. Chelsea are the better side at the moment, have more of the ball. Pep Guardiola is definitely out of the dugout, giving his team orders. Mendy slow to react there to Hakim Ziyech. James with a switcher play out wide to Chilwell. He's not going to beat Cancelo in the air. He lets it fall behind him. Here's Ben Chilwell. Mount. Rudiger. Jorginho. Into Kante. Back to Azpilicueta. Chelsea controlling this game. But Azpilicueta's give it away and a chance for City to counter-attack. Something they're not very good at. Here's Jesus. Oh, he's beat Azpilicueta for pace. Go on. Go on, Jesus. Takes Azpilicueta one-on-one. De Bruyne on the edge of the box. Jesus. Going to shoot, is he Jesus? Shoots! And into the hands of Kepa. The Spanish Claudio Bravo.
Got to do better, though.
Yeah, Jesus there. He slowed it down, didn't he, when he got to that position. And you're thinking, what's he going to do? Is he going to cross it in? I mean, City's problem is, Jesus is their striker, their centre-forward. Once he gets in those wide positions, there's no one in the box. I mean, Ferran's made a bit of a run there. Sterling didn't really dart into the box. He sort of strolled into it with no confidence for him still at the moment. And Jesus just dips that into the keeper's hands. How's it already been 10 minutes? Mason Mount's having a bit of an argument with Fernandinho here.
Wrong person to pick a fight with there.
Yeah, definitely. Fernandinho will let Mason Mount know he's there. Vinnie Jones style, who was pretty big, wasn't he, in the FA Cup? Vinnie Jones for Wimbledon. Kepa is not good in pen, says Emil Smith Rowe. I don't think Kepa's good in goal.
No.
Here's Kevin De Bruyne. Ball into Ferran. Poor pass by De Bruyne. Lumped away by Rudiger. One that's been kicked out the Chelsea side a few times under different managers. He's back in the side again under Tuchel. And a few managers have fell out with him. There was rumours a few weeks ago that he'd started a fight with some youth players or something at Chelsea, which he did deny, and the Chelsea players came out to defend him. But it's a bit of a worry that maybe Rudiger's got a bit of an issue with him. He had a bit of a strange announcement video as well. I don't know if you remember. It was a man and his child that went into the Chelsea store and said they wanted Rudiger at the back of the shirt. And he said, well, he's not signed yet. And then it cut to Rudiger in like a completely different room, in like a completely different world, going, oh yeah, you can sign, I've signed. And it's just shocking. Whoever come up without the Chelsea media's team need a bit of work on, don't they? Sitton Sanders says, but we're not good at pens either. Very true. It don't matter if Kepa can't save pens because City can't put him on target. He started a fight with Kovacic, I think, says Emil Smith Rowe. Wow, well, yeah, that was recent as well, wasn't it? Was that just last week that Rudiger had done that? Who would the perfect Aguero placement? Well, everyone would say Erling Haaland. I think stylistically wise, Lautaro Martinez is very similar to Sergio Aguero. The only problem is I don't think he's prolific in front of goal. But he is one of the top goal scorers in Serie A, isn't he? Lautaro Martinez. But a lot of people seem to be against him for whatever reason. I've seen a lot of negative comments around him on Twitter, whether he should join Manchester City. Here's Benjamin Mendy. Rodri. Oh, shocking pass. Sends Diaz all the way back to his own goal here. Diaz. Rodri, Rodri's dropping into that back two. Making it a 3 with Fernandinho as well helping out. Sort of Laporte and Diaz as the fullbacks, pretty much, when Fernandinho and Rodri dropping as the centre halves. Here's Laporte. Into Diaz. City finally on the ball a bit here. Finally with a bit of possession. Cancelo. Diaz again. Brings the ball forward for City. He's got Laporte on that left-hand side. Do you think City would be worried with that first 10 minutes, Alex? Or do you think that City are, getting ready to sort of pick up the game, similar to what they did at the Bridge, where they sort of started poorly, but then they sort of hit Chelsea in the break, got that goal, and that was it then?
I mean, Chelsea are going to have some of the ball, aren't they? It's not as if we're playing Crystal Palace or someone like that, so you've got to let them have a bit of the ball, but I think we're going to get more comfortable as we get into the game. I think the problem is for them scoring, isn't it? They've had chances, it's just can they finish them, so... Yeah,
and I mean, with Timo Werner up top, he's not the most well-known striker for putting his chances away.
Well, he was 18 months ago, but since he's joined Chelsea, I don't know what's happened.
Maybe it's that Bundesliga tax they talk about. One thing to worry about with that is, if you want Erling Haaland, he's banging the goals, isn't he, in the Bundesliga? Can he do it in the Premier League? Because against City...
Oh, that's the big question, isn't it?
He wasn't that impressive. I mean, he set up 2 goals, but even so, I don't think he was that impressive in front of goal. City didn't give him a chance, did they, really? Oh, Jays, you just give the ball away here.
He's done well.
He's worked really hard and won it back off Timo Werner. Here is Rodri, wide to Joao Cancelo. City with a bit of width from Cancelo, but he loves to come inside, and City like that width on the right-hand side without Riyad Mahrez in there. Ferran Torres also one that likes to get in front of goal. He's held the width here on the right-hand side. Up against Chilwell, he should beat him. Chilwell's shocking defensively. Oh, Cancelo, he looks so much like Mahrez today, Cancelo. I nearly called him Mahrez again there. Kante with a burst away. Got great balance from N'Golo Kante, and Fernandinho's missed the ball, and Timo Werner on the attack. Wide to Hakim Ziyech, who can cross the ball on his left foot from this left-hand side. Up against Diaz, couple of step-overs. Cross across the box, Laporte clears it away. Diaz has looked a bit shaky in these opening 15 minutes or so, and City could counter here. Sterling, these men on here. Come on, City. Sterling. Pick something. Oh, shocking pass from Sterling. Who'd have thought? Typical Sterling. It just sums up his season. And sums up last season as well. He's been terrible. So hit and miss. I don't get what's going on with Sterling. If it's a confidence issue or some sort of issue. He just doesn't look up for it, does he?
I mean, can you really call it a bad run of form if it's been 18 months? It's not form, that is it, really?
The thing is with Sterling, we know how good he can play, but it's not even like, some of these players, Timo Werner, for example, he still looks like he's working hard and he's still looking like he's hungry to score, even though he can't. Sterling hasn't even got that about him. Oh, great tackle, Fernandinho on Chilwell.
He just seems to play well for flashes in games for 5 or 10 minutes and then disappears again.
Someone says, hello, mate. Hello to you. How are you doing? Great to have you in the chat here. Should have passed it to Torres, says Emil Smith Rowe. Yeah, but Sterling's got cushions on his feet, hasn't he, when he plays football? He saw there again a pass that was under hit. Every pass from Sterling is under hit. The problem is that I think he gets it in his head. I can't pass it without putting not enough power on it, so he then overhits it. Laporte with a shocking pass here, straight for a goal kick. City have not looked impressive in these 16 minutes, and on a ground in Wembley, they call, City's extra training ground in London. They go there quite often. Even the City fans have decided, when the crowd were allowed in, they weren't buying tickets because they're always there. And Alex has just shown me there that actually, someone mentioned it before, that, Hansi Flick is leaving Bayern Munich. I think a few people expected that, and I think he'd suit the German job. He's not really someone who's been tested.
Is that where he's going?
Yeah, he's not been tested at league level. I think he'd be good for the national side, who obviously Joachim Low is leaving.
Wonder he's going to go to Bayern Munich then.
Nagelsmann. That's who they're saying. Julian Nagelsmann, his favourite. Oh, Ferran Torres has missed this, and here's Chelsea on the attack. Mason Mount, who looks lively in most games. He's really developing as a player, Mount. He's driving at the City defence here, Mount. Rodri across.
Good defending, that.
Rodri got across quickly there. But Diaz again standing off the Chelsea player, which is a bit of an issue. Really worried about that. Zach Steffen's not always the best, is he? He can be a bit shaky. I know people have been impressed by him, but he can be a bit shaky at the back. Likes to parry things. He can't really catch stuff.
He's no Edison, is he? But you've got to rest him, haven't you? That's the thing.
Sheba says no offence to Tuchel, but Chelsea players like Spurs United playing 6 at the back, then just hitting on the counter. Yeah, I mean, I think they've got a bit more to them, Chelsea.
They've looked alright so far.
Yeah, they have looked alright.
They're a better team, aren't they?
Nagelsmann would be the best replacement, says Emil Smith Rowe. Yeah, I think Nagelsmann. The Bundesliga's got no rivals, have they really, It's not like here you wouldn't see Pep Guardiola join Manchester United after he'd finished at City, but in the Bundesliga, you'd see that. Jesus, try to do too much here. Lose it to Timo Werner on the attack. Werner into Ziyech. Swift attacking from Chelsea. They love to go forward quickly.
It'd be interesting to see if Nagelsmann does go to Bayern, how many Leipzig players end up going with him as well.
Well, Upamecano's already joined, hasn't he? That's one. Maybe the likes of Angelino and so on, but they have got Alphonso Davies, who would be perfect for that sort of wing-back role. Emil Smith-Rowe says Saliba, or Tomori. That's the merger of them both, Saliba. But Tomori or Saliba, I'll go with Tomori. Yeah. I've seen what Saliba gets up to in his spare time, so I'm going to go with Tomori for that one.
Such a strange decision from Chelsea to loan him out, especially with an option to buy as well.
Yeah, definitely. Always Chelsea in the attack. Reece James across the back post. Cancelo leaves it, and Chilwell, luckily he can't strike a football. What was Raul Cancelo doing there? He was doing his best Aaron Wan-Bissaka position.
I was just about to say that.
Just getting sucked in by the defence.
That was a poor strike from Chilwell, though. That looked very non-committal, didn't it? On the
shot.
I don't know whether he thought that the defender was going to get ahead on it anyway. Yeah. But
I don't know if he's tried to he thinks there's enough power on the cross just to sort of sting it, stun it into the bottom corner.
Foot it, hasn't he?
Yeah. He's missed it that completely.
He had so much time as well there to bring it down and have a shot there.
Tuchel's not happy with Chilwell there. Why didn't he take a touch, he's saying. He wouldn't have scored anyway. Stefan, Captain America in goal, would have saved that one. The game's flowing by pretty quickly. 20 minutes already gone. Already nearly halfway through the first half.
I think we need to get into second gear now, though.
Yeah, City are sitting back, not really looking lively. And I mean, Zach Steffens had more of the ball than any City player. What are they doing here? Playing it out from the back. Diaz has given it away again.
That was lucky. What was the point in that? Oh, it's Chelsea throwing as well.
I don't know why he's done that.
No, I don't. It was quite pointless, that, really. They might as well just booted it up the pitch and give possession away at the other end anyway.
Here's Rudiger. City trying to force it out from the back. Sterling's playing pretty much through the middle at the moment, it seems, and Jesus off that left-hand side.
It's been a bit similar to a lot of the big six games, hasn't it, in terms of the Premier League, where both teams don't want to overcommit, do they, because they don't want to concede a goal. It's been a bit like that, hasn't it, so far?
Chelsea are very much like that anyway. Yeah. So they're playing out from the back, though, here. Thiago Silva nearly took my phone off the table there. That would have been a very expensive match to watch. Here is Thiago Silva.
He's done well, hasn't he, this season? I'm surprised at how actually all right he's been, to be honest. I thought he was finished, but
36, 37 years of age.
Not bad for a free transfer.
No, definitely not. It depends what his wages are,
well,
though.
Yeah.
Fernandinho's nicked it back off Kante. Ferran Torres drives forward. Fouled clearly by Jorginho and Kante. How is that on a free kick? Kante does get his foot in the ball, but Jorginho hacking his ankles doesn't. Of course, the referee is Mike Dean.
Just a shame he's not blessed with a bit more pace, Ferran Torres.
Yeah. Here's Mason Mount. I think Ferran can be a really good player. I think he could be really good.
He looks impressive, doesn't he?
Yeah. When he gets in front of goal as well, he's finishing. For a youngster.
And you forget as well that he's, 21, is he? 20?
He's same age as Foden.
Yeah. So, he looks decent, doesn't he?
I like the description when they signed him, that was basically we've signed someone else's Phil Foden for 20 million. I mean, there's nothing, is it really? You can take a risk on a player. I mean, if he doesn't work out, they've cost 20 million, hasn't he?
And you'd probably be able to sell him for 20 million at least in 3 years' time.
Yeah, exactly.
If he didn't end up working out anyway.
Here's Aspilicueta. Kante. De Bruyne has been a bit non-existent as well in the midfield. Sterling, I haven't seen him do anything but give the ball away.
De Bruyne's been non-existent since he's come back from injury, pretty much.
Do you think?
Really? He's not been great, has he?
He's had a few good games here and there.
But are they good games, or are they just goes 20 minutes in a game? He's not had a consistent good 90 minutes for a while, has he? But
I think that's what he's all about, though. He's a bit like he's getting a bit to me as he's getting older, like Messi. They play in moments, don't they? And they win games single-handedly. Chelsea are on the attack here. Big chance of Mason Mount. Wide to Chilwell. To the back post. Luckily, Ben Chilwell can't cross. He did.
As it took a deflection.
He was robbed, weren't they? Leicester City, known for robbing companies, clubs, like Chelsea for Chilwell, like Manchester United for Harry Maguire. I wonder who the next one will be. I don't think anyone else that you think.
They've got that Fofana, haven't they?
Yeah.
That centre-back. He's going to be really good,
Ndidi. They quite like Ndidi.
And Ricardo Pereira as well.
Yeah, he's good fullback.
I think he's decent. He's not young, is he? But
No. Margaret says City need to up their game. Quite right, Margaret. But we know what City are like. Whether they will is another question.
Looking like another Cheltenham, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
At the moment.
Emil Smith-Rowe says, Edison, I never see him save pens. I don't think he has many to...
I think he's had to face many, has he?
No. I think I remember being at a game where he saved one against Shakhtar Donetsk. It was a good save. If you hear us drinking a lot of water, by the way, it's very warm today, like we said, outside in the garden. The sun beaming down on us. I'm getting a tan. More of a tan than I already have. You don't know what I look like. Here's Laporte, Fernandinho, Rodri. Into Raheem Sterling. Here's Laporte. Oh. In case you need another drink of water.
I wonder what it was then. Just
Passing you more water there.
Full bottle of water there.
I thought I saw you were low.
No, I am a bit.
Ball into the box. Kepa comes out. Safe hands from Kepa.
Comfortable.
You don't say that often in one sentence. Edison saved a pen versus Arsenal a while ago against Aubameyang. Shibi, you're quite right. I remember that one. It was a late on penalty, wasn't it? Edison saved us there. He saved a couple of penalties, didn't he, against, was it Chelsea? No, what, did he play in that game? He did play in that game because I think that Bravo was injured a few years ago in the cup final against Chelsea. Bravo was injured and he played Edison in the final.
I like that he has carried on to play Stefan, though. A lot of teams don't do that. They'll play the second choice through the cup and get to the important stage and then just put the first team out. So that's quite good.
Kante had a fantastic opportunity there to lay off Timo Werner in behind, but his passing was poor.
He's died off a bit, though, hasn't he, really, in the last few seasons? I mean, he's still good, isn't he? But he's not quite up where he was.
No. Mendy nods it on. Get lost, Jorginho. Jorginho. I don't know how that's a foul. He pushed me.
Aren't you glad we didn't pay 50 million for him?
I don't know, but the thing is with these players, it's like Fred, Maguire, Jorginho, the three that Alexis Sanchez, they're the four everyone mentions. Do you think they will be as bad as they've been if they were at City?
So also, could you argue, in terms of, I was talking about this the other day, Sanchez, in this United team now, would he have been better? Because they're playing that counter-attacking football when they were trying to put like Lukaku. Lukaku in this United team now would have been miles better because they're not playing this hold-up bastard baller because he isn't that. So it is also about the manager, but no, I don't think Sanchez would have been better at City. I don't think he'd have fit, to be honest.
Ball in by Reece James from the free kick, headed away by Diaz. Chilwell gonna have to go all the way back to his goalkeeper here. Instead, it's Kante's on the halfway line. But yeah, I think, like Fred, I don't think he'd look that bad in the City side. The only thing is, he can't pass the ball.
No.
And that might be a bit of an issue for him. Maguire, would he look that bad? I think he's protected if he had someone quick next to him.
If he had Diaz next to him. If him and Diaz were playing. I'm not saying Diaz is quick, but they'd
ball into Werner there. He controls it.
He's going. Oh, he's offside.
The guy with cash says, hey, sorry, I was late sleeping. Trading was war.
Okay.
What's trading was war? Explain, the guy with cash. I think, obviously, if you're a guy with cash, could fit in with his City team. Maybe you can fund the Haaland transfer if you can't afford it. I think the guy with cash, was your name Subtatico by any chance?
And he's retracted his message.
Let us know if that was your name. Were you called Subtatico at one point? Here is Rodri for City. If you're Subtatico, maybe you were the gambler. So you may have made some money on your gambling. That's why you're now the guy with cash, because I think you are. Here's Jorginho for Chelsea in the midfield.
Is it straight to penalties this, or is it extra time in them pens?
I think it might be straight to penalties.
Just because of the... I know they were doing that because of COVID and stuff last year. I don't know whether it's still the case this year or not.
Yeah. The guy who cashed says it, yes, it was Subtatico. So you have made some money in the betting.
Gambling's paid off, eh?
Because you're now the guy with cash. Here's Mendy. Come on, Sterling, let's see something from you. Sterling on the left-hand side, back into Mendy. He just looks lost, Sterling, every time he gets the ball. Rodri, come on, City. They haven't created anything yet, Manchester City, which is a big worry. De Bruyne, Cancelo. I'm checking my toe there. As I went for a water in the break, just before we came on, I banged it on a step, thinking it's all fine. It's not fine. It's probably broken. Here's Rodri. But, for you guys, I'll battle through it and play on, as they say. We'll commentate on through this City game.
Poor pass from De Bruyne, but he was sold a bit short there by the pass from whoever gave him the ball there.
Foden on the bench with...
Why is he not playing? That's the question.
They rested him.
Why are they playing Fernandinho?
Might be down to his haircut. It's a poor haircut from Phil Foden, isn't it? Don't know who cuts his hair, but they're not doing a good job. And of course, Phil Foden's going to become a dad for the second time, apparently, in the next few weeks or months or so on. Only 21 years of age. And, I won't say he's dad of the year at the moment, but, he might, because I'm sure he definitely takes care of his family. despite his off-field antics at times.
Yeah, in Iceland, but the less said about that, the better.
The guy who cashed says, no, I started to make my own. It's called Friend Bet, and the closest to the score wins 50. I won 1,000. Well, that is something I should be doing, my friends. The only problem is, cashing.
We haven't got enough people to put 50 quid in.
Yeah. I mean, let's start gambling with lots and lots of people, 50. You might win a lot of money, might you, at the end of it. Actually, once me and Alex played bingo on a holiday once in España, of course. And the bingo was what was it? Was it €5, €10 to play?
It ended up being about €100 or something. They don't need €20. Was that many people?
When everyone put the €10 in, it was a lot to win. Of course, we didn't win. Long story short, we didn't win. But we did win at the quiz.
We did. Well, you won at the quiz. I didn't exactly contribute much, but...
Ooh, Fernandinho flies in on Mason Mount. Mason Mount dodges past the challenge. That's going to be a yellow card for the Brazilian. Mason Mount here. Rodri can't foul him because he's not learned that tactical foul quality yet. It's Ziyech. Swings one in. Diaz knocks it away. Chilwell's in the box. Making a lot of attacking runs is Ben Chilwell up this left-hand side. And back into Rudiger. Oh, poor pass by Werner, but Chilwell
does well there.
Does well. Shifts his weight from his left to his right, keeps the ball in. Thiago Silva. Protected with his three at the back, I think, as well, Thiago Silva. He's got Aspilicueta who can play wide because he's used to playing full-back, and Rudiger with the pace.
I think if he was in a back two with him and Aspilicueta, I think they'd struggle. Well, say back two, a back four, they'd struggle.
Mount. Oh, foul by
Diaz. That's going to be a yellow card as well, isn't it? Fernandinho's definitely getting booked, surely,
Yeah. I have to say, Mason Mount, I don't think personally he's at the level that likes a Foden and maybe Saka.
How's he not booked him for that? Got away with one there.
Fernandinho studs up on Mount's ankle. I don't know how he's not got booked there, but Fernandinho has that great skill, doesn't he, of never getting booked. Andrew says we still haven't turned up on the bus. Yeah. We've not got off the bus yet, the team, is it? They've been shocking. Absolutely shocking, City, for the first 30 minutes. Hopefully, I mean, if the game if it goes in half time 0-0, I think you've got to be happy as a City fan, haven't you? A Chelsea fan, you'd be disappointed, thinking, you know what, we should be 1-0 up or something here. We should have got some chances because City have been terrible. They might have a chance though, Chelsea, before the break.
Be worrying as well for Chelsea because we do tend to come out the second half and flying out for the first 10 minutes or so, don't we? And really having a go. So
the guy who cashes, I'd gone for 2-1 Chelsea. If I get the close score or Chelsea win, I get $30
from 50 people.
From 50 people. Well, I tell you what, that sounds pretty good, doesn't it?
Get us involved in that.
$30 as well. Playing with conversion rates there.
From 50 people, how much is that? How much is that?
I'll ask Rayman next in the area.
That's 1,500.
There you are. That's a pretty good return, that. The guy with you will be the guy with cash. You'll have to change your name to the guy with more cash if you get that bet that comes in. And you're playing with exchange rates as well. You should do it in foreign. You'll feel like a millionaire. Hungarian foreign. Here's Chilwell. Kante. Y2. Mount over the top. Chilwell in behind. Diaz there across. And back to Zach Steffen. You know, with Diaz today, he's been a bit shaky. I wonder if he doesn't feel as safe when Steffen's in goal.
I was thinking that with Steffen behind him.
Or Laporte next to him. Or Mendy in the back line. Here's De Bruyne on the attack. Fouled. I don't know why he holds his hands thinking it's not, says
He can't get booked though for that.
No.
You can't book him for that after Fernandinho didn't get booked for that.
Fernandinho absolutely crunched Mason Mount. I mean, if Mount had gone down, I think it would have been a yellow.
It wasn't much in it, was it, to be fair? No, I think if the play had been stopped at the time, they would have booked him, but...
Ziyech here, back to Ruben Diaz. Like we said before, we've been having some technical difficulties with the Skype, so we can't have as many guests on as we usually have, but luckily Alex can make it here in the sun, outside today. Luckily with the lockdown restrictions changed.
Glorious day today.
It is.
Well, it's about 14 degrees, which is really hot for us, isn't it? But
for the English in us. Here's Mendy into Sterling. Decent touch by Raheem Sterling. Back to Mendy. Come on, City. Let's see something now. I'm at Laporte. Switch it to Fernandinho into the right of the back three. Ferran Torres. Cancelo. This is better from City. They're moving the ball a bit quicker now. Cancelo slows it down. Look at the space Sterling's in. Finding good positions, Sterling. It's just he can't do anything when he's in them.
Got to shift it fast with Chelsea with his back five, though.
Yeah.
It's so compact, especially when you've only got three of us against him.
Oh, here Chelsea in the attack here. 3-on-2 here against City. Mendy's working his way back. Werner in behind Aymeric Laporte. Timo Werner.
Oh, great block.
Great defending from Aymeric
It looked
Laporte.
like he was going to get absolutely burned.
He
If
did.
that had been 20 yards further back, he'd have got absolutely burned then.
Definitely. City did really well there through Laporte to get back and defend against Timo Werner, a player that's low on confidence.
That's the worrying thing. We're not having Stones in there, and he'd have probably kept up. Look at that there. He absolutely burned him.
Yeah.
There. Good block, though. Good
well
recovery, to be fair.
Yeah, well done, Laporte. Fantastic defending from the
Yeah,
Frenchman. The guy who cashes will probably get $80. Well, they're ripping you off there if there's 50 of them. And will City win the treble or quadruple?
No, I don't think so. I don't think we'll win the Champions League, personally.
No, I don't think we're in the Champions League. We're going out to PSG.
Great if we do, but...
We might win the domestic treble again, but I can't see City winning the Champions League, unfortunately. But you never know.
No.
Cross grip comes in from Chelsea on the goal corner, sorry.
It
Rudiger.
didn't look like it came into play.
No.
It looked like it went out.
James with a strike. Ooh, flashes past the goal. I thought Stefan was in a bit of trouble there, but luckily...
Cracking player, isn't he?
Yeah.
He is really good.
Like we say in the England right-back situation, you've got...
It's mad, isn't it?
Yeah, Aaron Wan-Bissaka, who's...
He
probably,
can't get anywhere near the team
yeah,
at the moment.
he can't go forward. You've got Trent Alexander, who can't go backwards, and then you've got sort of Walker, James, maybe Trippier, that all three of them are sort of the in-between.
I'd say James is probably the best at the moment,
Yeah,
especially
yeah.
on current form.
Here's Jesus. Oh, wonderful
really
turn, Gabriel
well there.
Jesus. Go on, use your strength.
Being fouled as well. Come on, ref. How's that an
Oh,
advantage
Fernandinho
there?
here.
That's a
Tackled
foul.
by James, and they finally get the free kick.
That should be a yellow card then, surely.
Oh,
Cards out.
Reece James has got a yellow card here.
He's saying that to Jesus there that he was fouled. I think he was pulling him back there as well, wasn't he?
Yeah. We'll see it here. Fernandinho bursts away. Reece James.
He just tripped it. He didn't even go for the ball then,
yeah.
did he? He just took
took-
his... I don't know why, because there's a
No.
defender right in front of him.
Just
but
took Fernandinho's legs, Reece James. He looks confused that you
I
got a
don't know
yellow
how
card.
you can moan that you've got booked for that.
No. Could be the guy with more cash. That's a good name now. He says my new name. I'm Subtitico, yeah? That's a good name, that one. There could be the guy with more... I like the could be as well, because obviously
Yeah.
you could not be.
It's all hanging in the balance at the moment.
Yeah. Of course, you're wanting a Chelsea win, but I do believe you're a Liverpool fan, aren't you? So I can understand that one. Here's Sterling. Mendy. On this left-hand side. Come on, City. Can we actually, go towards Chelsea's goal at some point?
I don't think we've had a shot on target yet, have we?
That Jesus long ranger from
yeah.
about 40 yards. Cancelo. Back to Diaz. Come on, City.
It's too slow, this.
It is definitely. De Bruyne. Diaz. City looking to bring the ball forward. You hope. Mendy's acres of space on that left-hand side. Chelsea are leaving it to him. Ferran Torres. De Bruyne. No, he picked the wrong pass. He's
No, it's
executed
all right,
it perfectly. Here's Sterling in space. Come on, Raheem. Two players on him.
And he gives it away.
Gives it away, Raheem Sterling. I mean, Aspilicueta was tight to him. Counter here, and Rodri.
He's done really well there.
Rodri shows his strength against Ziyech. Kills that counter-attack from Chelsea, and City back on their attack. The guy who cashed says he's a Liverpool fan, but he acts like a City fan. That's fine. Oh, come on, Jesus and Sterling.
No presence up top at the
No,
moment whatsoever.
I think De Bruyne, I feel a bit bad for him because it's like, you might say, oh, he's not been playing well today, but what's he got to give the ball to?
Well, and if he's playing balls through to Jesus and he's missing 4 out of 5 of the chances, then that's, it doesn't look good on your stats, does it?
The same with Sterling. Fernandinho with the ball over the top is Ferran Torres up against
unlucky.
Kepa.
Unlucky.
Just a bit overhit,
Right.
maybe Ferran just
It's a
not
yard
quick
too
enough.
heavy, wasn't it?
Yeah. A good chance there for City. 36 minutes played in the first half.
Getting into the game more, though, in the last 5
Yeah.
or so minutes.
Definitely.
Been alright.
Here's Kepa. Along by Arrizabalaga. Werner there tries to turn Fernandinho. Laporte back to Zach Steffen. Diaz. City need to start, like we said, moving the ball just a bit quicker. Looking to attack this side. Could be the guy with more cash. Are you watching on BBC I am? Yeah, we're watching on BBC iPlayer. Because it's on the computer, of course, to do these little graphics and so on.
Computer/telly, innit, I suppose.
Yeah. Here's Jesus. Off Thiago Silva. They're throwing for Manchester City. Thiago Silva wanted to throw in for Chelsea there as he kicked it out of play. Margaret says, I've lost the will to live. What the hell is City doing? I mean, that's pretty strong. It's only 0-0, Margaret, but I can understand your frustration. Typical City, I think that it goes as. Mendy. Unless you know something we don't, and you're a bit ahead of us, because the chances are you are. And they could be 2-0 down here. Maybe Chelsea scored a double pretty early on. Mike Dean's not got a clue here. He gives a throw into Chelsea. Kai Havertz on the bench there for Chelsea. Could see him come on.
No, I'm not bothered. He can bring him on all game, can't they? I'm not bothered. He's not
Flop.
very good, is he?
Massive flop, hasn't it?
I don't know whether it's just that sort of first season syndrome again.
Yeah. Could be Gary Malcash's BBC iPlayer slower than Sky. That's why it's free, unfortunately. I mean, you could watch it on Sky, but I think it'd still be behind because we're watching it on the computer again, through the internet.
Yeah, it don't make a difference.
Here's Diaz for City. Laporte on the edge of the box. Of our own box, of course, not in the Chelsea box. I mean, Chelsea have had 2 attempts and City have had 2 attempts. That is a surprising stat. City have had 1 on target and Chelsea haven't. Well, at the moment, if you just look at the stats, you think that maybe Chelsea aren't the better side in this game.
But they've had a goal disallowed, haven't they, Chelsea, as well? So...
Guy Sham says, Havertz on the bench, yeah. He makes football look so simple, doesn't he, Kai Havertz? Well, he did it by Leverkusen, but...
No, he's really good. I was really sort of worried about Chelsea at the beginning of the season with all the signings they've made, and they've just really not lived up to what they could have been. Because
I thought, City, with Sané going, I thought, Kai Havertz seems like the perfect signing, surely, to replace Leroy Sané. Probably a good option. I think Ferran Torres value for money as well.
You got to feel sorry for Lampard in a sense, though, haven't you? Because he's bought these players, Werner, Ziyech, Havertz, and you think, oh, we're sure they're going to be challenging for the title this season, but they've not performed, have they?
I mean, I don't know if Lampard even asked for all these players. It seemed to me a bit of a sort of situation where Chelsea went, oh, we can get Havertz, do you want him? You go, oh, yeah, go on then. Oh, we can get Werner, do you want him? Yeah, go on then. Oh, we can have Ziyech as well if you want him. Yeah, go on then. Yeah, you're not going to say no, are they?
No, definitely not, no, but... It just seems a bit weird, doesn't it, that they've spent 200 million or whatever on his players, give him 6 months, and then he's not been doing very well.
The thing is, they signed all these attackers, but the defence is useless, and they've got no goal.
They decided to sign 35-year-old Thiago Silva. Yeah, that Mendy looks all right. He's not a bad keeper. Yeah.
I still think they'll sign another keeper.
Oh, I do, yeah.
Margaret says, I want a goal from Man City. Jure says, #United against the quad. Sounds like you're worried about the quadruple for Manchester City, Jure.
It won't happen, I don't think that, personally.
But we'll have to see.
Great if it did, obviously, but...
Here's Giroud on the bench as well for Chelsea. A man who always seems to come on and score. Could be the guy with more cash. Why can't you do a Thogden sort of video ranking ref trims? I suppose he could do, but...
I don't know.
I'm not sure I'm interested in rating referees' haircuts.
Don't really want to copy their content either. We want to try and keep it sort of original.
If Thogden's already done it, we can't do it ourselves, can we? All the ideas on this channel are original. Trust me, wait till you see our little special 6-part series coming for the Euros.
Well, we're hoping it's going to be 6 parts, aren't we?
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. Shiva says he thinks Lampard wanted Ziyech, good fit for Chelsea. Yeah. I think he wanted some of the players. I just think he was obviously offered these players, wasn't he, Shiva? And he just said, yeah. Pep should bring Foden on right now. Yeah, I mean, I think he might come on in the second half, Phil Foden. I think City do need him, don't they?
Well, again, though, why are we playing 2 defensive midfielders? I know they're not in that formation with the 2 in front of the back 4, but we've still got 2 defensive midfielders, haven't we, effectively? Yeah. Rodri and Fernandinho. Do we need them both?
I think he's worried about the counter-attacking quality of Chelsea today.
Fernandinho not getting as forward as he normally does it when he's in this sort of left of the centre mid 3.
Oh, he's dived in there as well, Fernandinho again on Kante. Here's Mount. Loses the ball. Still Chelsea. We've had all the ball here. Mason Mount.
It's not falling for us either, is it? When you're getting these little sort of lucky nicks and stuff. That was a poor pass.
I think he's injured Mason Mount here. It looks like he's just turned his ankle there.
No, Havertz will definitely be coming on there.
Yeah. Man City's only a Man City.
Okay.
Here's Ferran Torres into Joao Cancelo. Down the wing to Ferran Torres. Here's Fernandinho. Fernandinho driving forward for City. Puts it out wide to Mendy. Mendy, one thing he can do is cross. Not much else. And he's lost that ability with his injuries as well, unfortunately. Here's Sterling. Backward pass to Laporte. Sterling's asking for the ball. Begging for the ball off Laporte. Let me try and do something with it. We're not confident in him though. De Bruyne, ball over the top to Sterling. Headed away by Thiago Silva. Kevin De Bruyne though, look at that. He passes it and he's running. Straight away he's back on it.
It was a bit of an hit and out though, wasn't it?
Yeah, spins James. Ooh. Danger in the box for Chelsea as Piliqueta clears it. And counter-attack for Chelsea. Here's Werner with his pace.
No.
What a shocking pass. I tell you what, I'm glad City didn't buy Timo Werner as well because he looks terrible. Here's Rodri. Ferran Torres. Wide to Joao Cancelo.
Come on, Cancelo. Ball in.
Rodri on the edge of the box. De Bruyne's ghosting into the edge of the box as well.
Look how many men they've got behind the ball. I'm not saying they're sitting behind the ball, but
Yeah.
look how many men they've got behind the ball. Now we've got 8 men before we even get a chance on the edge of the box.
Even look, Werner, Ziyech and Mount are all back. They're not like they're trying to press City.
No.
Chelsea fans. If you think Tuchel's this sort of like, I know he always says, "Oh, I was inspired by Pep's Barcelona."
You're nothing like it. Oh.
Oh, good cross by Cancelo, cleared away. More like he's inspired by, I don't know, Jose Mourinho's Spurs.
Yeah.
Sitting back and hitting teams on the counter.
Well, once again, they didn't get the result last night that they wanted, did they, Tottenham? So.
No. The guy could be the guy with more cash is, what if girls and men were in the same football team? Now that would be interesting.
But there'd be a lot of injuries, I think.
Yeah, I mean, there's a reason they're not, isn't there?
Well, it's no disrespect to the women, is it? But,
No.
9 times out of 10, they're not physically as strong as men,
No.
are they? There will be some that will be, but most of them aren't. So it wouldn't be fair, would it?
No, and that's not the female's fault. It's just natural biology, unfortunately.
And I think also the men would be worried about hurting them as well.
Yeah.
So they wouldn't be going as full throttle either.
Crossing by De Bruyne.
It'd be interesting to see like a mixed Premier League All-Star game.
Yeah.
Like the men's and the women's, and they have 2 mixed teams and played against each other as like
Yeah,
a charity game. That'd be quite interesting to watch. But like North against South, like they do in the NBA,
Yeah.
East against the West sort of thing. That'd be quite cool.
Ooh, ball in here.
Won't happen, but
Spilicueta clears it for Torres. De Bruyne in the overlap. De Bruyne across the box. Spilicueta across to block it. City are growing into this game. It's a shame it's taken them 40 minutes or so to do it. But they're getting ready, City. I feel like they could nick a goal here. Good ball over the top by Cancelo. Wide to Ferran Torres.
to answer an earlier question, it does go straight to penalties.
He does go straight to penalties.
If it's level after 90 minutes, so no extra time, which is good really. I don't really like extra time anyway, to be honest.
Not good for City though, who can't take penalties.
Oh, you never know.
Crossing by De Bruyne. Oh, cleared away. Sterling on the far post. He lumps it back in. Headed by...
Chelsea player, I think, that wasn't it?
No,
Was it?
Rodri apparently,
Oh,
off
right.
Fernandinho.
Looked like a Chelsea player that flicked that then.
In behind. The fire engine's going past here. Who will face Leicester or Southampton? Who will City face, Leicester or Southampton?
Surely going to be Leicester. Southampton are in shocking form at the
Yeah,
moment,
yeah.
aren't they? They've really, really dropped off.
But I think Southampton were top of the league, weren't they, at one point?
Well, they looked really good, didn't they?
Yeah.
And I mean, it's a vast improvement on what they were last season. They
Yeah.
weren't very good, were they? But I don't know. I don't know who I'd rather play, to be honest. I think Southampton would probably be tougher because they're going to sit behind the ball, aren't they?
Yeah.
I think Leicester will come and have a go.
Yeah,
but
and we
that'll
know
be a tough game.
we know City have got the quality to beat Leicester. I mean, they have
They've
Southampton,
got
but
quality to beat both teams, but
Southampton a bit of bogey side to City. They've struggled against
they're
them.
not a
haven't
bad team, though, are they?
No.
They're not bad, are they? But
they? Rodri's lost a header here to Timo Werner, and then Ziyech gives it away back to City.
it was just typical of the draw. We predicted it, I think, didn't we, when we were talking about it, that it was going to be Chelsea, City, and and Southampton. We knew it, didn't
Yeah.
we? It was never going to be City, Southampton, Chelsea, and Leicester, was it?
No.
No.
And there's 1 minute of added time here. 45 minutes is up.
Gone fast.
It's gone fast this first game. Southampton lose 3-0 to West Brom.
Well, that's what I mean. So
Yeah.
they're not in good form, are they?
Quite
Whatsoever?
right, Amindu. The guy it could be the guy with more cash. He's making spring rolls. That's good. I'm a big fan of spring rolls, actually.
Not vegetable ones, though.
Not vegetable. I like the duck spring rolls.
Mm.
You don't get them very often, though, really.
No.
Not good ones either, because sometimes they put more veg than duck in it. I think.
They're
No, I
not
want
that
duck.
nice from the supermarket, are they? They're better when they're in a Chinese,
Yeah.
aren't
Here's De Bruyne under pressure from Spilicueta, holds him off. Wide to Cancelo. City with a chance just before the break here. Cancelo brings the ball forward under pressure from Mount and Chilwell. Swings one in. Good cross. No one there.
they? Oh.
Reece James puts it behind for a corner.
Unusually poor from Reece James.
Yeah.
This should be the last kick of the game as well, this corner. As we tick over to 46 minutes.
How many points does Man City need to win the league?
Is it the next 4 games? That we've
Yeah,
got
I
to
think
win?
it's 12.
Depends on United tomorrow. doesn't
12
it, as
on
well?
United's results. Could be the guy with more cashes. Yeah, duck is good. Yeah, definitely duck spring rolls. You don't see chicken spring rolls, do you? Or beef spring rolls?
It'll be a bit weird though, won't it? I think.
No, I think it's just like beef in a wrap, no?
Yeah, I suppose. Be nice that.
There you
Could be
are.
one of them.
Yeah, maybe we have one day on the channel where we just review food. Big fan of food. Of course, I have to be, don't I? If I didn't eat, I wouldn't be here.
Dead.
Oh, what a...
referee.
Mendy, you clown. Mendy, you absolute clown. If
I
anyone...
think the referee had already blown before he
Had
even
it?
kicked the ball, I think. That's what they're complaining about.
The ref...
But why don't we just swing it in? Why did we play it short?
Yeah, I'm not quite sure. I don't know if Mendy passed it to De Bruyne who was offside, or that Mike Dean just blow the whistle when City couldn't even have that. So that's half-time. Manchester City 0, Chelsea 0. It's been
It's not been a bad game, has it? It's not been great, has it? But
no.
it's watchable.
Yeah.
It's gone fast as well. It's not dragged.
I think Chelsea, at times you'd feel like they were the better side, but City finished
They've
on the...
died though, haven't they?
better
Again. They were good for the first 20 minutes, weren't they? And they've died, haven't they, again?
Yeah, City have looked better going forward. I'm hoping City can actually just get I think one goal will do it, you know.
We need to come out of the second half absolutely on them and just get them straight away.
Press, yeah.
Get them, bang, one goal in, done, game over.
Definitely. Well, so 0-0 at half-time. Essan's back. Unfortunately, Essan, we're just about to leave for 50 minutes or so, but we will be back for the second half. You can listen to, of course, if you're watching at BBC, to the likes of Micah Richards, Ashley Cole, how exciting, or Alan Shearer.
Or Lineker.
Or Lineker.
Wow.
I mean, wonderful. You can listen to them at half-time. If not, listen to a bit of music. We'll put a bit of music on at half-time, as we always do. And we'll be back for the second half, of hopefully an exciting second half, where we see Manchester City reach the FA Cup final. We'll see you right after this short break.
I'm walking alone, the streets are empty. The only thing I can see is my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for regrets. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes Feel like a dynamite, ready to explode right up in the sky. I need you to listen, I need you to hear, and don't show any fear. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul.
Nightmares creep while you and me repeat. This bittersweet heat is suffocating. I'm waiting and always hesitating. Kryptonite desires set my heart afire. Heart on fire. Set my heart afire. Yeah. suffocating. I'm waiting and always hesitating. Kryptonite desires set my heart afire. Heart on fire. Set my heart afire. Yeah.
Hello and welcome back to the We Are City channel. And we are back for the second half, Manchester City versus Chelsea in this FA Cup semi-final. Julie's been in the comments. She says, need a pep talk to be a good one, and subs on, namely Foden. And Essan says, I'm back. It's the boy Essan. And are you a United fan, Essan? But it's good to have you back anyway. Are you watching the game? It's on BBC One. We're watching it on BBC iPlayer. We've missed the exciting Gary Lineker, Alan Shearer, Ashley Cole and Micah Richards commentary at half-time. I don't mind Micah Richards, just the others are dull and boring. But other than that, you've got to listen to some music instead if you weren't listening to that. What we have on the channel, some royalty-free music, which you guys can enjoy. I hope you did enjoy it. It tends to be the same music every week because we never get to the same point, unfortunately. So it's always the same song at the start. But I have had someone tell me, from feedback-wise, it's quite good. I don't know. A good song. They said they like that song. Prediction on Manchester City versus Paris Saint-Germain. I'm going to go for a...
Just in the first leg or overall?
If City are going to do it, they're going to scrape by 2-1. Or, you know, a 2-1 or a 1-0.
And then a 0-0 in the second leg.
They'll do us, yeah. But I think they'll score. Unless Neymar is one of those games where he's ridiculously good but misses all his chances. But then again, City can't score the chances either, so don't get ahead of yourself. We're waiting for the second half, which shouldn't be too long away now.
I thought it'd be on by now. We kicked off at 50, so 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Plus your 15 and then your 1 minute for any time. We should be back on by now.
Surely it's not long away, although you guys...
The players are out on
yeah,
the pitch
I
now.
think you guys are about 50 seconds ahead of us, apparently. According to some feedback, so you will be just a bit ahead of us. Micah Richards here, giving a little talk on his team, and Wembley looking really nice, isn't it? As a little panoramic view over the stadium.
I like how they don't show the surrounding areas,
Yeah.
which aren't so nice.
I wish Neymar should be injured, says someone. Well, I mean, I don't like to wish injury on other players, but I hope Bruno Fernandes suffers a really no. I mean, the only person who likes to wish injuries on other teams' players is Paul Pogba. He's been one to do that, hasn't he? Connor Carroll says, boo, City. Yeah, unlucky. I mean, are you a Chelsea fan, Connor? We welcome everyone here. We're actually quite... what would you call it? Diverse, welcoming, whatever you want to call it. We don't mind anyone of any club that supports them, as long as you're kind. We don't mind. That rhymed. Could be Guy or Cash. He's loving his spring rolls. They've been made
Duck
over the
as
half
well.
time. The duck ones.
Send us some quick.
We're going to actually have since we're outside and the sun is shining bright, we're going to have a little bit of a barbecue after this game, and hopefully I can have enjoyment in my barbecue and not be disappointed if City lose this game. In which case I'll be picking the sausages up off the barbecue and just leaving my hand on it, and I won't feel it because I'll be so numb from the fact that City have been terrible today. So hopefully it's a bit different. Connor Carroll's a United fan. Okay, Connor.
There's all the United fans coming in here.
Citizen Sanders is back. Emil Smith Rowe says Raheem, he's only good down the right. He was good down the left for many years, Emil Smith Rowe. He's just going through a real torrid time, isn't he, for form? And I'm hoping he comes back soon. The second half is underway. And something I should mention at the start of the second half, and we did mention it at the start of the game, was the Q&A, which is coming on Monday. Of course, the Q&A isn't actually coming out. You can actually
Submit your questions.
on the comments of the video on Monday at 4:30. Submit your questions. Let us know. What you want us to answer. And
Send them wherever, can't they? Twitter, Instagram.
Yeah, you can. If you want to send them on Twitter or Instagram,
we'll go through them.
Yeah, on Twitter it's at WeAreCityMCFC, and on Instagram it's at WeAreCity_MCFC. You can always DM us those. Fatima says, "Come on, City, crossing by City straight away here." De Bruyne needs to create some magic, says Fatima. Well, I'm hoping that's the case.
This looks a lot better straight away, though.
Yeah, City
straight out the gate.
City are straight on them. Come on, City. Laporte Stones, someone asks. Currently Stones,
Yeah,
but
on current form, yeah.
overall, you've got to say Aymeric Laporte. You can't forget how good he's been for City. Foden should play down the left and Sterling on the right, I believe Emil Smith Rowe. Connor says Aguero is mythly. Well, I mean, is he a myth? I don't quite know what you mean by that. But he says,
mythly going to Barcelona. I don't know, maybe not, right.
I see what
I
you
think
mean.
he will do.
Rumouredly, I think the word you're looking for. Yeah, maybe he's going to go to Barcelona. Good chance of that. And apparently Kevin De Bruyne is down. Don't tell us that.
No.
Can I send questions on YouTube? Yeah.
Post them in the comments, yeah.
The comments of the video, which we're going to put up. Here is... Oh, De Bruyne is injured.
Foden's coming on, though. Apparently.
Oh, no. Kevin De Bruyne is injured. This is all we need. Well, if he misses the Champions League semi-final, we are out. Citizen Sanders says Kevin De Bruyne is coming off. Yeah, it looks like he's coming off, doesn't it, KDB? It looks like he's not done it. Amindu's not a fan of United, Goldbridge, or Connor Carroll.
What's Connor done?
I think he's a United fan. That's one thing. But we can welcome United fans. De Bruyne's injured, says Fatima. Yeah, unfortunately so.
This might be a welcome change, though, as well.
Yeah,
He's not had the best game, has he? Obviously, I don't want him to be injured. But...
No. I mean, Foden will bring a lot of energy to that midfield, but the problem is, if City don't have De Bruyne, City lack a massive creative force. Our best player. It's like losing Messi.
Yeah.
It's like Barcelona losing Messi.
What's he done?
No, I
think he's just done his ankle, hasn't he?
He's done his ankle, yeah.
Has he got clipped or anything?
No.
No, it's there, isn't it?
He's just twisted it, maybe.
Yeah.
Hopefully, it's just a sprain or something, and it's not serious. I mean, you take him off for precaution anyway, don't you?
Yeah, it's best to get him off now and not let him play the rest. I don't think he can anyway. I don't think he looks up for playing the rest of the game. But
no. Sheba says he seemed to walk off fine, though. Hopefully she'll be okay. Yeah, he's walking off, but...
It's not worth the risk. Not worth aggravating it, is it?
That could be a big worry for City. Connor says De Bruyne is strong, though. Maybe a week or a few days, but it depends on the tackle. Well, it wasn't a tackle, Connor, actually. De Bruyne just sort of did like a sort of turn on the ball, and no one touched him, no one was near him. It looked like he just twisted his right ankle, it seems. Well, it could be his left one. Which one was it now? I think it was his right ankle. Could be Imo Cash, he's losing connection. I don't know why. De Bruyne would be back 100%. I'm hoping so. He's back for the semi-final. Because it's only, what is it, next week? The week after next?
I think it's the week after. I think they've got a week, well, say a week off. They've probably got a Premier League game.
Yeah, Villa on Wednesday.
Week. Yeah, so.
Mendy into Rodri. Diaz. The keepers haven't had anything to do with Emil Smith Rowe. Quite true. Stefan's been unchallenged, and Kepa. Ball over the top by Fernandinho into Ferran Torres. Kepa quickly off his line. And the Spaniard's out to get it. It's a good ball by Fernandinho once again, though. Fatima says, no way De Bruyne is injured. That's the Champions League over. Well, we've got to be hopeful, Fatima. Just maybe that injury won't be too bad. Oh, Mendy, good work. Can't get there. Reece James, though. It's a throw-in for Chelsea.
It didn't look that bad, did it? When he, like you said, someone said he walked off, didn't he? But you never know. That's the thing. You need to get him iced up straight away.
Mendy walked off when he did his ACL. He actually played on for another 10 minutes.
Yeah, exactly.
Pep loves that jacket, says Mel Smith Rowe. He loves a few different items of clothing, doesn't he, Pep Guardiola?
He likes his little trendy look, doesn't he?
Well, his wife's a fashion designer.
Ah, right.
So he says that he has to wear what she designs, otherwise she wouldn't be very happy with him. It's like Diaz. I think one of the questions to Ruben Diaz, when he first joined, was, what song would you like to be played at the ground when you scored your first goal? And he picked one of his girlfriend's music because she's a musician. He said, I can't pick anyone else, so she wouldn't be happy with me. Could be the guy I think PSG will win, says the guy more cash. Mahrez could come on for Torres. Yeah, maybe. I don't think Torres is a bad game. I'd get Mahrez on for Sterling, if I'm honest with you.
Yeah.
Conor Carroll says United beat City, though. They did in one game, yeah.
It don't make a difference. They're not top of the league, are they? So.
No. Here's Aymeric Laporte. Sterling can dribble. Keep telling yourself that, Emil Smith Rowe. I hadn't seen that for 18 months. Here he comes, Sterling.
Oh.
God, he's so cool. He's done well there, though. He's so clumsy on the ball. He just bundles his way through. Look at him. Oh, off he goes, Sterling. Maybe that's unlocked him. That little bit of a run there. Back to the Messi performances he had. Dare I say it? He's not as good as Messi.
Oh, lovely pass.
Foden in behind. Up to Jesus. Oh, and he tried to head it down to Sterling, who couldn't tap it in. Wasn't the best of headers from Gabriel Jesus.
What's De Bruyne's age? I don't actually know. 28, is he? 27?
30, I think.
30, is he?
30. I think he's in one of his interviews. He said, I'm 30 now, so I don't get back from the injuries as quickly as I used to. Good cross in that by Foden. Jesus, unlucky there.
He tried to head it back across the box and it took a deflection.
I knew he couldn't get the power on that header. Yeah, Sheba says 30 as well. Yeah, I think Kevin De Bruyne is 30. City looking better in the second half, says Mel Smith Rowe. Yeah, quite right.
But we've not scored.
No.
So.
And that first half flew by, didn't it? And Chelsea had a really good start to the first half. So City having a good start here doesn't mean that everything's going to be fine.
It's got 0-0 and penalties written all over it, hasn't it? That's not a foul.
Get up, Kante, you cheat. Never a foul on N'Golo Kante. Just because he smiles and everyone thinks he's a nice bloke doesn't mean you can give him a free kick every time he goes down. He says, the guy in Cash says, I'm watching on mobile. And he got me on TV.
Got the game on the telly and we're on the mobile.
Here's Jorginho. Kante again. Who's not been good for a while, I feel. But here he comes.
All right there, though.
Ball into Ziyech. Behind to Timo Werner. Diaz with a pace. Bang! See you later, Timo Werner. Diaz there, he looked like he hesitated slightly. Should I go in for that sliding tackle or not? But he knew he could win the ball. Werner wasn't aggressive enough in taking the ball. If he'd sort of burst a pace from Werner...
Yeah, it made him force the decision quicker.
Yeah, but he didn't. He just sort of strolled up to it. A bit like
every time they get the ball,
they pull backwards.
They're just going backwards.
That's Chelsea, not City. Chelsea are a dull side. He says it'll take a lot of years to find the next Kevin De Bruyne. I can tell you the next De Bruyne is already. And he's a Hungarian player, and his name is Szoboszlai. I don't know if he is actually, but he's a good player. Connor says, JJ's kind of reliable to score, but I think 1-0 to City is my opinion, but there won't be loads of goals. I'm hoping so. If you're predicting a 1-0 to City, I'd like that. Kante's so trash. He dives. Well, he did dive there. DBS. Explain to me who DBS is, but...
Camavinga looks good.
Yeah, Camavinga, Guendouzi. I can tell you're an Arsenal fan, and Mason Mount. Kante's finished, however. Emil Smith-Rowe.
I think Guendouzi's finished as well. And he had a fallout. They sent him back
Yeah.
to Hertha Berlin.
Yeah.
They didn't want him, did they?
Expel says hello, guys. Hello to you, Expel. Good to have you. If you're just joining in now and you've missed some of the game, it's 0-0. You've not missed anything. You may have not watched the first half. Here's Chilwell. Had a pass to Jorginho, and the field still goes backwards, and back they go to the keeper nearly. Very negative football from Chelsea. He says Chelsea not giving the ball away. They're not giving the ball away, but they're not passing forward, are they? That's why they're not giving the ball away. It's very easy to pass around the back. You know, and City are not putting the pressure on to try and win it from them.
I think there's still that sort of air of caution, isn't there, for the counter-attack and not piling too many men forward in terms of pressing, but we've definitely got a higher presence up the field now.
Yeah. But just nice if they actually tried and played the ball forward at some point, Chelsea here. Jorginho with a turn. Into Azpilicueta. Werner makes a running behind. Connor thinks Chelsea will be 4th or 5th.
I don't think they'll get top 4.
We'll have to see. I think Tuchel will be disappointed if they don't. I saw in his press conference, he says, starting from the first game next season, they will hunt Manchester City. That's what he said.
No chance. Absolutely no chance.
Here's Kepa. Rudiger. Wide to Kante. Kante through the middle. Ball in behind here. Fernandinho gets a foot on it. And back it goes to Zach Steffen. Over the top to Fernandinho. Fernandinho back to Diaz. City struggling a bit in possession here. Foden clattered into Fernandinho on the attack. Come on, City. Wide to Sterling. Sterling. Oh, get up, Azpilicueta, you cheat. How is that a free kick?
Saw it already.
I tell you what, Sheba says, what a dive. Azpilicueta's just been shot. Get that sniper out the ground. Is he social distancing in there? Disgusting. How is that a free kick?
It's never a foul, that.
Good tackle by Azpilicueta. Sterling breathes on him. He's giving Corona there, has it?
Soft.
Fatima says, come on, City, more pressure to get the ball soon. Mike Dean's just gifted Chelsea a free kick there.
If we're ahead, can we not comment the score in the thing as well? Because we want to see it for ourselves.
I believe City are 1-0 down here to the comments.
Unless they're lying to us.
Here's Mount. Not Werner.
No,
Not Werner.
no.
Werner here,
What
in
is
behind.
Steffen doing?
Ziyech, 1-0
What's the
Chelsea.
keeper doing?
Crap from Steffen. 1-0 Chelsea. Who'd have thought? Well done, Mike Dean, for giving away that free kick, you absolute cretin. 1-0 down, Manchester City are to Chelsea. Mike Dean gives Chelsea a free kick that wasn't a free kick, and City won. But what's Zach Steffen doing? What is he doing, the goalkeeper?
He was just stuck in no man's land. It's not all his fault, obviously, but what was he doing? Why was he not? It wasn't the fact he was off his line. It was the fact that he was over to the right. If he'd just been stood in the middle, he could have just collected the ball.
Sheba says Steffen to fall way off his line.
Onside.
He's onside.
He went for it.
Yeah.
He come forward for it and then didn't drop back.
Laporte as well. Why can't he just put a foot out there on Laporte?
This is poor from Steffen, though.
What?
Too non-committal.
Fatima says, what a ball by Mount. Yeah, it was a very good goal. It was a good pass. But Laporte, just stick your leg out. Mendy's great defensive awareness there.
Clearly no communication in the defence from Mendy there. He was to say to Steffen, you know, there's someone in the box. You can't go out like that. Had it been Mount and he had to have a shot there, Werner had to have a shot there. The keeper was in a good position to stop the shot, but not for the pass. I don't know whether he knew he was there, but...
Well, can City get a goal? It's looking like Manchester City.
I'm sure we'll find out before we see it, won't we?
FA Cup. Oh, yeah. Come on, City. Chelsea could score a second here.
There's plenty of time.
Yeah, this has been a terrible game for City. They've been poor, and I think Chelsea, after that first half, deserved a goal, really.
Yeah.
They'll just pass the ball around the back now, like they've done all game.
And we need to press now.
Well, City have gifted him a goal, haven't they, really? Here's Werner.
I
Get up, Werner! Another one's gone now. Werner, on the floor.
I won't be surprised if this ended up about 3-0 to Chelsea, because we're going to have to come out now and actually press.
Here's Ziyech. I think extra time, says Connor Carroll.
There's no extra time.
We'll be waiting a while. It's penalties today, Connor. No extra time. Oh, come on, City. Can you get all... They can't even get the ball off these.
Not pressing with enough intent, and there's only 2 people pressing, not everyone.
Here's Aspilicueta back.
They'll do this all game.
Yeah, back to Rudiger. Look, the City, I think they've given up already, City. One of those games. The team selection was wrong. You put Mendy in there. That was a mistake. The guy with more cash. If Chelsea wins, I get $70. If they're 2 on Chelsea, I win 80. Okay. You're making some money here. Here's Werner. Wide to Reece James. Chelsea growing more confident in this game. Good tackle by Mendy there. Come on, City, says Julie. Keep the faith. And we need to try and keep the faith, don't we?
It's hard with the performance.
Yeah.
Though, isn't it? So
when they're playing this bad. Bit like that Leeds game, says Sheba, yeah. Seen it too often, aren't we? We've seen it too often now. If De Bruyne was on, we could defend. But that was a good goal. It was a good... Yeah, Chelsea scored a good goal, but City let them do it, didn't they, Fatima? City went, you know what? Here you are, Mount. Play this ball through. I'm Eric Laporte. Yeah, go on, put it across the box to Ziyech. And then Zach Steffen.
It wasn't Mendy. I don't think Mendy's to blame there. But...
I mean, if Zach Steffen wasn't in goal, they would have still... You know what I mean? It wouldn't have made a difference, would it?
No.
If he wasn't even there, you know, it wouldn't have made a difference, I don't think.
No.
Because he basically said, I'm not there. That's what he did by stepping out. Shocking goalkeeping from Steffen. Here's Diaz.
What are you doing?
Come on, City. This is shocking. Here's Laporte. Bringing the ball out. I'm Eric Laporte. Ferran Torres. And then back. We're going to ignore the chat if you keep telling.
Just waiting for this great save to happen in a minute.
Stop telling me what's happening, Sheba. Wait a minute first.
Wait till we've reacted.
Mason Mount. Chilwell. Good ball over top to Ziyech. Oh,
this must be the good save then. Good save.
Good save, Steffen. But Diaz, you... What is Diaz doing? He's gone to pot.
He should have scored there.
Yeah.
He should. He knows he should.
Chelsea should be 2-0 up, and Chelsea look hungry to go through in this semi-final. City don't look like they have any intent of going through. Great ball, Rodri, straight to a Chelsea man. Just keep giving Chelsea the ball back so they can just pass it around the back. Here they go again. Here they go again, Chelsea.
I don't even think we've been that bad. No, it's
no.
not been shocking. It's just been mediocre, hasn't it? But
and Chelsea they just keep passing it around the back. It's so frustrating. Come on, City. You've got to press. You've got to press. The things you've played into their hands. Mason Mount.
All over the place here. Mount's having a blinder. Surely that's going to be a yellow card for Fernandinho.
Foul on Mason Mount. Sheba says get Mahrez and probably Walker for Mendy. I'll tell you what, get anyone on but these lot. Here's Foden, who's not really changed the game, has he, Phil Foden? He's not got into the game.
Jesus has been non-existent.
And Sterling.
There's not. I know you've got to argue that the ball's not. Oh, when you've got passes like that, the ball's not getting to them. Yeah. But they need to come and look for the ball.
Looks like Plodry's back from Mr. Men. Not blooming Rodri's useless today.
Why do you need to push him there then?
Chelsea in the attack. Chilwell. Everything's playing into Chelsea's hands at the moment. City playing frustrated. And it looks like they're going out here in the semi-final. Come on, Mendy. He's not been that bad, actually, Mendy, to be fair to him. But he's just not good enough, is he, in general? Here's Kepa. Chelsea have got Kepa and Arrizabalaga in goal, who is absolutely useless.
And we've not tested him once.
The Spanish Claudio Bravo. And we've not even tried to get to him. We need to bring on Walker for Mendy so we have some pace down the wing to pass to Sterling. Sterling's useless.
Apparently.
Here's Reece James. City need to press forward and look like they want to win, says Margaret. It'd be nice if they wanted to win. Foul by Laporte. That was a clear foul on Reece James. Didn't get the ball there. City on the counter. Here's Raheem Sterling. Come on, Raheem. Come on, Raheem. Actually run at him. Does he even want to score a goal with Sterling?
Oh, my God.
Get Sterling. I tell you what. Get Sterling off. Find him a house anywhere in the world but Manchester. And don't let him come back. Because he's absolutely useless. I tell you, I don't like spending money on petrol in my car, but I would happily drive Sterling to any place in the world. I mean, anywhere.
On a one-way ticket.
Yeah, Antarctica. I don't care. I'll take you there, because you are rubbish. Essen says hi, and who scored for Chelsea? And who got the assist?
Ziyech scored.
And Werner got the assist. And the pre-assist, if you're interested in them, is Mason Mount. Yeah. Good tackle. Get up, Chilwell.
Go.
Where's the urgency from City? They're not bothered, are they?
No intent from Fernandinho.
Bring on Mahrez, says Fatima.
Yeah, I'd take Fernandinho or Rodri. Probably Rodri off. We don't need two holding midfielders in this game.
Plodry. Here he comes. Wide to Cancelo. City without any interest. Cancelo just lumps a ball into the box. Go on then. Keep putting crosses into the smallest players in the field.
Need maybe a Bernardo Silva.
Yeah.
Just to inject some energy into that midfield.
Sterling, who's shocking. Here he comes, Sterling. Into Rodri. Gonna lose it. No. Well done, Rodri.
Done well
Mendy. Here he comes, Mendy. Rodri. Sterling, through the back of Raheem Sterling, Mike Dean. You're in the wrong shade of blue, Raheem, for getting that. Behind for a throw-in. Rudiger's down. He's had his skull cracked, apparently, as he fouled Sterling in the box. Don't know how that's Rudiger's down. Ehsan says, come on, Chelsea, knock them out. Sorry, guys, but you're not going to win that quadruple. I never said we were, Ehsan. The only United fans who are worried about that. I'm watching the match on TV, says Connor Carroll. BBC. Yeah, us too. I wish I weren't, to be honest with you. The way things are going.
Stefan knows that he's at fault there. If you look here now, trying to come out, and then goes back. Oh no, sorry.
This is a save.
But again, it was he was going to go and then he didn't.
You've got to commit, haven't you? One way or the other. I mean, Diaz, to be fair, there's not much he could do with that to clear it.
That was a poor shot from Ziyech. He could have just took it round in there.
Gundo for Stones. Says Sheba. For Torres, sorry. Fatima says Diaz has been poor today. He has, Fatima, agreed. Diaz has been really poor today.
I won't bring Gundogan on, though.
He's the only one who can shoot.
I know, but I'd get Bernardo on. Get some energy on. We need some energy on this.
Tuchel knows his side should have won the game there. Come on, City. If right, I tell you what, that's going to really annoy me now because you guys have been saying in the comments, and I've just seen it. Ferran Torres has come off for Ilkay Gundogan, and Raheem Sterling is still on the pitch. How is he still on the pitch? Glory, glory, Man United, says Ehsan. Which FA Cup semi-final are you in, Ehsan? I'd just like to know. Or Champions League semi-final. Take a hike, says Margaret. Come on, Pep. Show a bit of urgency with your side here. How are you keeping Sterling on? How are you keeping Sterling and Jesus? I think you'll have 5 subs, aren't you, in the FA Cup as well? We'll get Sterling off. He's shocking.
That's a foul.
Fernandinho wins his side, a free kick. Well done, Fernandinho. Chance to swing a ball in to a bunch of players smaller than 6 foot. How exciting. Jorginho.
Come on.
Chance here for City to swing one in. Glory, glory, Man United. He's ringing out in the comment section from Connor.
Not anymore. It's not glory, glory, is it?
Kepa. He's got a new haircut, Kepa.
Yeah. Slick back.
Slick back.
Over that Arthur Shelby look from Peaky Blinders, if anyone knows that.
I'm sorry for being rude. Only a young teen. Do you accept my apology? Bit of an odd comment, to be honest with you. Here's Cancelo to swing one in. Shocking cross. Oh, what a cross by Cancelo. Right into touch for a throw-in. Rodri had no chance to get to it. And City are still 1-0 down here. Well, I can't see City score more than 1 goal.
Mr. Whippy for the win.
Mr. Whippy for the win, says Julie. This is this Chelsea goal again.
Stefan just in no
Mendy, you lazy.
I know.
But Mendy's lazy. I know we said we were his fault, but watch Mendy here. He sees Ziyech running through the middle and just look at him.
Should have been in there. Should have been busting it up.
I tell you what, Kyle Walker, I'm not his biggest fan. He would have been in there and intercepting that, wouldn't he? He's lazy.
At least he'd have fouled him, so they could have missed the penalty.
Fatima says Cancelo needs to push into midfield and try to take a shot. Yeah, I mean, Cancelo's better through the middle, isn't he? Gets exposed on that right side a bit. The thing is with City today, we saw it when the team sheet came out. There's players in this side who at the moment aren't good enough for Manchester City. That left-hand side is absolutely shocking, isn't it? Absolutely shocking. I mean, imagine if you put this team out against Dortmund. We'd be out. We would have been out for this team. Just don't get it from Pep, but typical Pep, innit?
Can't rotate any, but...
Oh, good pass, Diaz, straight to the wrong blue again. He's had a shocking game, Diaz. And he's due probably a bad game every now and again. Oh, that was nasty from Ziyech, that.
Tries to push
yeah. Laporte into Stefan. Laporte should clean him out when he gets a chance. The Moroccan. Here's Sterling.
Oh, what a surprise. Oh, is it Sterling? Oh, it was, yeah.
Yeah, it was Sterling.
He's giving the ball away again.
Could be. Quadruple gone, treble gone, double maybe. Where's the treble? Where's the treble gone? The guy with cash.
Treble's gone, hasn't it? It's FA Cup, isn't it?
Yeah,
FA Cup, Champions League, Premier League.
Oh, Foden, unlucky with the shot. Jesus, can we have a shot on goal? That'd be nice, City. Fernandinho, Jesus, need a goal. Come on, City. Need to change to a 4-3-3 formation, says Fatima. That helps us a lot. Yeah, we don't need 2 defensive midfielders, do we? Alex has said that a few times now. We don't need that.
I'd take him off. I'd take Rodri off and put Bernardo Silva on or someone like that.
Diaz. Bringing the ball forward. Phil Foden.
Look at up front there, though. You know, you've got Jesus against 3 players.
Oh, Mendy. Come on, Mendy.
Don't foul him.
Oh, throw in for Chelsea. This is terrible. Can we know your name if you get to 1,000 subscribers? Well, the guy sat next to me is called Alex.
Yeah.
There you are. There's one name.
Release the next one at 1,000.
Yeah. No face at 1K. It could be. Yeah.
Could be.
We're doing a 6-part video anyway, so that'll be us playing football.
And the quicker we get to 1,000, the quicker that Q&A will be out. So
Yeah,
you
yeah.
might see the faces on that potentially. Yeah. We've not decided yet.
So there you are. Get us to 1,000. Get your mates to subscribe, and you'll know sooner rather than later. No, Alex, bait it out. What? Not sure what you mean there, Essan.
Oh, baiting. It means your name. You'll find that out.
My name? Oh, okay.
Have some guesses. What does he sound like?
What do I sound like my name is? Because I tell you what, you won't guess it.
We could potentially do a face cam, couldn't we? It's just figuring out the logistics of it, isn't it?
I definitely, for some of the games, the FIFA games, I do a face cam. But for this, I mean, it's about the football, isn't it?
Yeah, not our
You know, you get these clowns like Goldbridge punching his table and that. I don't want to be that.
Do a Goldbridge.
Yeah, I really don't want to be Mark Goldbridge, to be honest with you. It's about the game. It's not about me. And it's Goldbridge. It's about him and making money. Your name, please. You see, they're all asking. Have a guess.
Guess it in the car. Get it right, we'll sell you.
Yeah. Werner, get up, you cheat. Couple of cheating from Chelsea yet. Just get Sterling off. He's horrible, says Sheba.
Horrible's not his name. No, if that was a guess.
Yeah, if you think my name's horrible. If you actually think I'm called that as well, and just because of my voice. Here comes Sterling. Into Gundogan. Wide to Cancelo. Cross across the box to Foden. Good defending by Thiago Silva. Corner. Callum, no.
No, you're well off with that. Think more exotic.
Here's Phil Foden for City on the corner. Johnny, yes, Papa. So it must be Johnny.
It isn't Johnny. No.
It's not John or Jack.
It isn't,
no. It's not a very common name, to be honest with you. Cross comes in from Foden. Header in! Oh, Diaz, you moron! Well, that sums up Ruben Diaz's game there. Sitter to head it into the back of the net. And he heads it over the bar.
Is it Roberts?
Roberts? Is there more than one of me? Cross comes in. Oh, Rodri across the box. Diaz just had it on target. It's going in.
I don't think he knew a lot about that. Oh, I know. He did. He moved his head towards
He had it upwards. Poor header by Diaz.
It was.
Fatima. Diaz should have done better there. Diaz should have done so much better there. Alexander. Well, if he's called Alex next to me, imagine us both being called Alex. I mean, of course, there must be people. I mean, common names like Alex you would find, but it's not Alex. Charlie. Paul. I'll tell you what, how many names are in the world there, Sam? You'll eventually get there, but I think this game will be over by then. Sydney. Sydney. Harry. Naturo. Well, that's a bit different, but no.
Naruto. Luke.
Cuthbert. That's an odd one.
You know, that's the new cake at Aldi, I believe. Cuthbert the Caterpillar.
Here's Mendy.
I know your name
is Fred. Yeah. How old do you think I am? Here's Fernandinho. Come on, City. Let's show a bit of excitement here. People guessing my name's the only thing that's keeping me happy here. Is the Q&A on Monday, says Julie. Can I ask you plenty of questions then? Should I run a sweepstake on your name? Well, I mean, you can just ask the question, what is your name in the Q&A? And yet, well, the Q&A isn't on Monday, but the video to ask the comments, put in the comments the questions is on Monday. But yeah, you can ask my name in that. That's probably a good idea.
Might say give it a week to put people to put questions in, and then we'll start filming it a week on Monday or something like that, and pop the questions on.
But I wouldn't ask like, is your name Luke, and then another question, is your name John, and then is your name Jeff, and is your name Steve? Give us a clue, 1 and 2 letters.
Tarquin.
Tarquin.
Well done to Julie. She got it right there.
It's not Tarquin.
Leroy
Jenkins. It's not Leroy Jenkins. You sound like a 40-year-old, and Alex sound like a college student.
You're right with one of those. You'll find out.
One of us. We're not 40. I sound like I'm 40. How deep is my voice?
How squeaky is my voice? I still sound like a college student.
Behind by City, corner for Chelsea. It's not Tarquin or Leroy. Give us a clue. Well, here you are. This is a good clue for you. It's got the letter A in it. Go wild. Joey. No. Zola the Magician. They've got a banner there. And it's been Hakim Ziyech the Magician, hasn't it? The day for Chelsea with that goal.
Could do with Zola on for us today.
Yeah. Crossing by Chelsea from the corner. Rudiger in there. Rodri away. One here. Oh, there's no communication this City side today.
We'd be more than happy to get people on the live stream.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm not bothered if people want to come on. You just need to sort of DM us on Instagram or something so we can sort it out prior.
Your name is A. A car. Not quite. It doesn't start with an A. Yeah. Oh, the clues are coming in here. Foden. Tell us your name or I'll say it in the Q&A.
That's fine. Just ask what his name is.
Just ask in the Q&A because I will tell you. I will answer in the Q&A. Otherwise, you know, we've got to give you some idea to get to 1,000. Arthur says Margaret. There's Mendy. Come on, City. Gundogan. Chelsea, this back five, you just can't break it down. Artut. That's an odd one. Gundogan. Onto his right foot.
I'm getting fed up of City as well.
Mendy into the box. Cleared away by Aspilicueta. Back out to Mendy. Wins his header back into Gundogan.
Margaret also gets Tarquin as well.
What is it with the Tarquin, by the way? Here's Sterling. Cancelo on the overlap.
Oh, my
Great pass, Raheem
God.
Sterling. Great pass, Raheem Sterling. I tell you what, you've been fantastic, Sterling. Get back on Twitter, and when you've scored your tap-in, tell us about how amazing and how funny it is. And oh, I'm so good. Archibald. Wow. Please tell me I'm going through a goal with rage. It's so hard to find out. Please
You'll find out soon, won't you?
get us to 1,000 subscribers. You'll find out.
Ring your family up. Get them to make a YouTube account. You'll find out quicker.
2 votes for Tarquin, says Julie. Fatima's putting a City shirt on because we need some luck.
Yeah, do it.
I've got mine on, actually, which I don't usually have on the lives because obviously I don't need to wear one, but...
No, I mean, got no top on.
Yeah. Oh, close. Luckily, if we do the things of the video, just from the waist down. I mean, the waist up. That'd be unfortunate for you guys, wouldn't it?
And that'll be on our OnlyFans starting next week.
You have to play premium for that one. Boeing says Terence Baggett. Cash the guy says no. 3 votes. 3 votes for Tarquin. I hate to break it to you guys, but if you keep voting for a name, it doesn't mean it is my name.
Change it by default.
Oh, this is taking all the pain away from the game because luckily absolutely nothing's happened if you are listening. Kai Havertz is coming on for Chelsea though.
I'm not going to read that one out, but yeah.
Everyone subscribe, says Essan. The rest of it, we don't know. The guy with more cash like Sterling. I tell you what, Sterling's got more cash than you, hasn't he? And he's happy.
That's all he cares about.
He's getting a pay rise, isn't he? Raheem Sterling.
Definitely not warranted a new
No,
contract,
definitely
especially
not.
not in the last 18 months.
No. Here's Laporte back to Stefan. I can't believe how bad he is.
If I had said to you 18 months ago, Sterling's going to be rubbish and Gundogan's going to be really good, you'd have gone, yeah, whatever.
Like if Sterling played for like Cheltenham Town and you watched him play, would you
like,
honestly go, you know what? We could sign him for a bigger club. I don't think so. You'd just be like, he's all right. He's Cheltenham quality. He's been that bad. Laporte's not been great either, actually. There's a few players at fault for that goal.
Unusual performance from Laporte and Diaz, though. They're normally quite good, aren't they? So, but Sterling isn't at the
Here's
moment.
Fernandinho. Wide to Cancelo. Can City create? Just a chance would be nice. Foden knocks it on Jesus. Well, he can't shoot. Oh, Jesus goes down.
Trying to get a free kick on the edge of the box.
He's got the wrong colour shirt on for that because if Aspilicueta goes down when he's been breathed on, that'd be a free kick. That's what annoys me. Where's the consistency from Mike Dean?
There isn't any consistency with the referee.
Good tackle, Diaz. Brilliant tackle, Diaz. Edison, not on the field today. Zach Steffen was picked ahead of him, and that's cost us today, hasn't it, really? You'd feel. Yeah. So here comes Phil Foden. Oh, come on, that's a foul on Foden. Free kick for City. Another chance to swing a ball in aimlessly into the box. We know one there. We'll see what happens. It's going to be like the Arsenal game, says the guy with more cash. Kante. There, I think it was Kante with the foul, wasn't it? Happy Ramadan, Alex, says Ehsan. I'm sure Alex will appreciate that. He's just gone for a short break. Kepa barking orders to his team. Chelsea looking like they're on the way to the FA Cup final here. Shortly taken by City. Foden. Cancelo hasn't been able to hit a barn door with his crosses. Another poor cross back to Diaz. Knocks it across the box. Thiago Silva away. Roger with a volley. Misses it. Cleared away by Chelsea once more. Gundogan tries to take it down. Kante in there with the studs. And Chelsea on the swift counter-attack. It's Timo Werner with the pace against Mendy. Cancelo and Fernandinho. He's got Pulisic in the middle. Is it? Werner! Oh, and he nearly finished in the bottom corner there. City controlled that counter-attack really well. Luckily, Timo Werner can't finish. Come on, City. This is shocking. Absolutely shocking here. Wonderful, glorious chance for Chelsea there to finish this game off. But it wasn't good enough. Here's Rodri. Fernandinho.
Back.
Alex is back.
Thank you. Whoever said happy Ramadan as well.
Sterling, oh my word, Sterling. Imagine if you could control the football, Raheem Sterling.
Have I missed anything?
Werner had a really good chance there, through 1-on-1, and he missed it.
No.
Other than that, nothing exciting. City have still not had a shot on goal. Rodri, this is a shocking performance, it really is. I mean, if they win the Champions League, all is forgiven, but they won't. So
It's the worst we've played in a long time. This.
it is. It's like the Leeds game.
And the Cheltenham game.
Yeah.
Where we came alive about now, didn't we? So let's hope we get more of the same.
Playing a back six, I swear, this should be. They are playing a back six. They are a negative side. It's like just playing West Brom with better players on the counter, isn't it? Here's Fernandinho. But City can't break them sides down because they ain't got anyone in the box who can score. I tell you what, though, if City had Haaland today, would we have won this game?
Because we've not got the ball.
No, no.
He could have come and picked the ball up and moved it off better, but...
Guy Mokash is more energy commentator, yes, who is reading it.
Right.
I assume they mean me. More energy. Oof, Roger missed that volley. Should have took a touch and shot and passed it. I know, he had a few options, didn't he, Fatima, with that volley?
Probably tried to take a touch, and that's what the volley was. Werner's going off here, is he?
Yeah, he tired Werner after that sprint. Havertz to come up and try and finish this game off for Chelsea. 78 minutes played, and it's not looking positive at all. Here's Werner's chance on the replay, if you're watching on BBC Sport, as he burst away. Mendy, actually. I mean, that's Mendy running at full speed there, which is a bit worrying. Werner passed him. It's a poor shot, wasn't it?
A great shot, was it?
Poor shot by Timo Werner. Tried to just sort of, don't know, slide it into the bottom corner, but with no pace in it. P-roller. Daisy cutter. Ziyech is off. Potential handball, says Sheba. For who?
Did you tell us? Tell you what? Oh, what a defensive substitution as well.
Oh, yeah.
Who's he come on for?
Emerson's on. Handball! Handball against Aspilicueta.
This
no pen. Well, thanks for that, Sheba. Cancelo thinks it's handball. No pen, yeah. Doesn't like it.
Might as well not watch the game. Just read the comments, haven't we?
No pen for City. The ball got swung in. I think Aspilicueta's hand touched it, did it?
No, it didn't. It hit his head, didn't it?
It hit his head. It didn't touch his hand. It was never a penalty. It didn't touch his hand.
Yes.
City desperate for a penalty, aren't they? That's the only way City are going to score for a penalty. To be honest, guys, did they play that well against Dortmund, or did they score a penalty and score a wonder goal from Foden? They're no attacking. Oh, Rodri, yeah.
Yeah, Ziyech's come off and he's put Emerson on. So they now are actually in a back six now.
Yeah. Exciting stuff from Thomas Tuchel, inspired by Pep Guardiola's Barcelona.
Well, we've got about, I'd say, 13 minutes left. I think there's only going to be about 3 minutes of added time. Not a lot's happened.
I think if they haven't scored by 85 minutes, that's it.
Yeah. 2-0 United right now, battling it in the semi-final, yeah.
We're going to spoil the game for you with more energy, mate, says the guy Mokash. Should we do the commentary, says Julie? I know. You tell me what's going on, guys. I'll turn the stream off.
We'll just commentate from the comments.
Here's Diaz. Laporte. Come on, City. This
so
is
lethargic, isn't it?
Yeah, always Sterling. Pass it into Foden. He's made a pass there.
Got extra men on the wall. Have we got extra men? They'll just shift over.
Oh, well done, Mendy. Terence Baggy says, come on, City, put 5 past them. I'd love that, Terence Baggy, but judging by the way City are playing, I don't think so.
I haven't ever fasted, no, actually.
Essen's asking if you've ever fasted. No.
I'm not,
religious. Anyway.
I don't think of the religion then, so I'm not religious.
Here's Rodri for City on the halfway line. Ball over to Laporte. Come on, City. Can we go forward? That'd make a world of difference, wouldn't it? Benjamin Mendy. Good pass, Mendy again. I tell you what, I said Mendy hadn't been that bad.
Yeah, erase that comment.
I take it back. Long ball. Havertz throwing his body in there. Fernandinho, well played.
Come on.
Can we actually have a shot? Fernandinho, ball behind to Sterling. This is where the move dies. He's kept the ball here, Sterling, but past a simple one to Fernandinho. Swings one in. There's no use swinging crosses in City. Stop doing it. Gundogan over to Sterling. Stop swinging crosses into the smallest players in the field.
Oh, Sterling's going to give it away again.
Cancelo makes up for it. Who's had a poor game as well.
Who's that chasing over there?
Chilwell. They've got Emerson and Chilwell.
Yeah.
Rodri, shock. At least he had a shot.
Yeah, at least we've had a shot on target in the second half.
Rolls it to Kepa.
So they took, 35 minutes?
Only took 81 minutes.
Yeah.
I don't think they've had another shot, really, have
they?
They
had a shot on target, didn't we, in the first half, but...
Chelsea, I win. I get $70. It's worth it. Oh, it took a few deflections, that Rodri shot. This is crap.
Still never going in, though, was it?
Absolute rubbish from City.
Kepa saved it, so it can't have been that good a shot, can it?
You can't say we weren't won because the last the performances have been terrible, haven't they?
Yeah.
Since the international break.
Yeah, they have. I don't know if that's sort of a fatigue issue or what, but...
Here's Cancelo. Good pass, Raul, back to Kai Havertz. Every pass has gone to a Chelsea player today. And here comes Havertz on the counter. Luckily, he's not very good. Pulisic is on. Diaz just throws his head in there to make the tackle. I mean, he's just tackled him with his head. I can't believe it. Rodri. Essen thinks City are going to win it in stoppage time. You don't know City very well then. Rodri.
That's a foul.
City can't score. They can't score. Fernandinho. Cancelo, this is dire.
He must have had about 3 touches in the opposition box this game.
Foden. Chelsea want it more. They've battled more. Yeah.
Extra pass on the wing.
Jesus, he's got Mendy in space. He's not going to pass to him because he knows Mendy's useless. Jesus just swings an aimless ball in. And guess what? Chelsea had it away. Sheba says, oh my God, thanks for that, Sheba.
I presume
Here's
that's
Rodri.
a shocking miss that's going to happen in a minute from Sterling.
Jesus.
Offside anyway, but Sterling, thanks.
Diaz. Wide to Cancelo. Takes his man on. Into Rodri. Cross in. Jesus. Behind to Sterling.
No, it weren't
right over the bar.
Bit of an half chance, wasn't it? But
Jesus should have scored. Sterling skied it. I think Jesus should have took the shot on. But that's it.
he's offside apparently anyway, like they said. Yeah, he's offside.
Yeah. Sterling.
There's just no change there, Jesus being offside, is there?
Well done, Sterling.
First decent ball that was put into the box, though, isn't it?
I mean, as a teammate, how can you play with Sterling?
He must be so frustrated.
You must be saying to him, what is going on? You've gone from... Oh, here we go. Thiago Silva's got a back injury now.
Back injury, that happened in the first minute of the game. He's been all right for 80 minutes, and now all of a sudden it's popped up again.
Well, at 85 minutes nearly, 84 minutes right now, I think that is game over. I think City are going out here.
I mean, we're capable of these comebacks, aren't we? We showed it against Cheltenham and in the sort of yesteryears, but I don't think it's going to happen now.
No, I don't. I think that's it.
I think this is a different
Well,
team.
this is the thing with City. Look at the stats. City score when... Well, City, they win games from winning positions. They never, when they go behind, they don't come back.
They don't tend to get points from behind or wins from behind.
Get off, Thiago Silva. If you're injured, just get off.
You need a sub.
Stop wasting time, yeah? No, he's staying on, apparently. So he can drop down dead again in about, 30 seconds' time. Kepa sends it long. One of the worst goalkeepers in the Premier League, and we haven't tested him.
In the world.
Yeah.
Never mind the Premier League.
Here's Ziyech. Emerson, sorry, since they've got 9 million defenders on. I just score again, Chelsea. Put us out of our misery if City are going to play like this.
At least we're sort of hanging on here. At the
Fernandinho
moment.
sends it long. Thiago Silva heads
his
it.
back looks all right now, doesn't it?
Rudiger.
Don't
Under
foul
pressure.
him.
Don't foul him,
He's just
Jesus.
gonna go down like a sack of spuds if you touch him.
Into Chilwell. Fernandinho.
Oh,
well done. Well done, Fernandinho.
Oh,
Rudiger makes a tackle. Throw into City deep in the Chelsea half.
yeah, another Foden 90th minute goal, please.
Yeah.
So, a bit earlier than that.
Guys, if we go to penalties, we're not going to win on penalties anyway because we can't score penalties. We have to keep swapping the taker every week because no one can finish them.
Edison will have to be first 1 second. I mean, he's not even on.
Get him on.
Sub him on.
Get him on.
Sub him on in midfield.
Here's Diaz. Gundogan. Well, Pep's got to hang his head in shame here. Pick the wrong team.
I can't believe, like you said earlier, how Sterling's still on the pitch. He's had an absolute... I feel as if we're scapegoating sometimes, but he's had an absolute shocker today. All he's done is give the ball away.
Yeah, and he's still on the field. Here's Mendy.
I'd say the same if it was anyone else, wouldn't
Yeah,
we?
yeah.
To take him off.
I think he's with Sterling as well. You expect better of him, don't you? Silva's injured again with his back, is it? Won't surprise me. Get lost, Reece James.
Oh, there you go.
Down again, Thiago Silva. Someone go and clean him out. Just go straight through him.
Passes inside the final third, 68 for Chelsea, 109 for City. Well, that goes to show that stats mean nothing, doesn't it? Because it's irrelevant, we're still losing.
That's him gone for the rest of the season, says Sheba. The 8th man of the match.
I don't know. I wouldn't give anyone a man of the match. I don't think anyone's been outstanding, have they, really?
I don't think Chelsea have been that good, have they? City have just they've gifted him a goal and then said, we're not even going to lay a finger on you. We're just going to let you, pass it around the back and we'll sit back.
He'll sit there now for 5 minutes and then walk off all the way across.
Get up, Thiago. Someone go over, get your arms under his arms and pull him up and drag him up. They won't do it. This is...
He was injured 3 minutes ago, so why have they not just took him off?
I know. Shocking from Thiago Silva.
Good time wasting anyway.
Ziyech here. on the bench there. The man who got the goal for Chelsea that's going to send them through to the FA Cup final unless City can find a response. Not looking likely.
The winner of this wins the tournament.
Yeah, I don't think. Yeah,
Most
exactly.
likely.
So City have bottled the FA Cup. What comes next? The Premier League?
No, I think we're too far ahead now.
The Carabao Cup?
That'll be a tough game, that.
The Champions League?
Hell, at least we're still in them all, though. You know, no one else is.
Not after today.
No, we're not now. They have given Ziyech man the match as well.
Yeah. Well done, Ziyech. You scored a goal and did nothing else. Oh, he's finally off Thiago Silva. Kurt Zuma's on. At least he's no good. Don't matter. Don't matter if Kurt...
No.
They could literally play Timo Werner at the back and it wouldn't matter because City don't even go forwards.
You could put Jorginho in there and it wouldn't make a difference.
Yeah,
So
well,
we
yeah.
don't have a shot.
Yeah. It don't matter who Chelsea have had in
What
goal
have they got
today.
a free kick for?
I don't know. Long ball by Chelsea. Havertz up against Rodri. Tackle by Emerson twice there. Pulisic chases Laporte.
What am I doing?
Oh, he keeps it in, Laporte.
So lucky there.
Well done,
man.
Laporte. Lumps it long. Sterling tries to win a header. Arm in the back of his head by Rudiger. Can we try and go forward, City? That'd be nice. Just maybe one attack before the 90th minute
No.
would make me feel a bit better about myself here. There's Fernandinho. Cancelo. Come on, João. Ball over top. Oh, this is useless. They're rubbish. Cancelo should have worn the undershirt.
Yeah.
Cancelo should have come out on the pitch. That'd have been nice if he actually turned up. If we play like this in the Champions League, we're out for sure.
We're about 5-0 down at this point.
Yeah,
If we play like this.
PSG will absolutely destroy us if we play like this.
And we probably will do because we won't press them either.
No. Why don't you read it?
Some
I don't know what you're on about,
some
Ehsan.
comment earlier about his cousins or something.
Time slipping away, says Julie. Come on, City.
There's time to score, isn't there? We'll need one.
Come on, Cancelo. Laporte. City continue to play it around the back. This is very similar to the Arsenal game last season, where Arsenal sat back and hit City on the counter. Diaz. City just seeing this game out now. They're seeing it out at a 1-0 defeat.
Yeah. Struggling here as well.
Laporte. Foden.
Oh, nice. That's a yellow card. Aspilicueta, surely.
Yeah, no, he don't get booked him.
He's not even given a foul, has he?
Yeah, he has. Come on, City. This is rubbish. I mean, Diaz and Laporte have had the more of the ball than anyone else on the
I
side.
bet they've had the most touches.
Yeah. Come on, Diaz. Ball into Sterling. Actually finds a pass to a City player. Here's Laporte. Foden. Good spin again on Aspilicueta.
Aspilicueta. Surely you've got a book in there.
5 minutes added time to Sheba.
Cards come out now.
Aspilicueta finally gets a yellow card. Come on, City.
Twice that.
Good spin by Foden
Look,
there.
nothing for the ball there.
No interest in the ball, is there? At all. No interest at
It's
all.
an assault, isn't it? Effectively.
Yeah. From Aspilicueta. Or Dave, as they call him by the Chelsea fans.
Spanish Dave.
Spanish Dave.
Too many of them.
Played for City.
Yeah.
Gundogan to swing the ball in. No. Plays it short because there's no big man in the box.
I forgot he was even on.
Cancelo lifts it in. Diaz knocks it on. Zuma away. If they score a late goal, don't worry.
We'll find out before it happens anyway.
I don't need to see it.
No.
Here comes Rodri. Tries to spin one of their players. Sterling fouls the Chelsea man. I thought he did anyway. Send it long. Diaz against Havertz. Cancelo. Come on, City. What is going on? Foden. Over the top to Chilwell. Out behind for a throw-in. I'm glad City are now showing a bit of urgency in the 91st minute. That's nice to see. They were happy to continue at 1-0 down, weren't they? For the rest of the game.
Oh.
Rubbish again from Cancelo. How can you be happy with this performance, Pep Guardiola? It's been rubbish. Diaz. Mike Dean, his trash ref is Emil Smith-Rowe,
It's
yeah.
not affected the game though, has it?
No.
It's just not been good enough.
Typical Mike Dean, anyway.
I think all the referees are bad anyway
Yeah.
at the moment.
Ball forward by Diaz. Get up, Aspilicueta. He's just had his legs shattered in half. Aspilicueta. Disgusting diving again from him. Get up. I tell you what, I'd happily see a red card for taking him out and we still lose the game. Someone show a bit of bottle and take him out. Because it's a disgusting dive, honestly. It's shocking. Oh my word, it's shocking from Aspilicueta. Absolutely shocking. Someone needs to go through him. You can't... It's just...
Must be sniped.
Sniper. Yeah, it's
there
just...
it is. Look, you can see him on the roof there. Look.
It's so bad, isn't it? How bad is that? You know, if one of our players did that, I wouldn't be happy. Surely Chelsea fans can't be happy
Especially
with that.
like 3 times in a game. Well, 2-0 but offside. 2-0,
No.
no offside. Great, thanks for that.
Chance for Chelsea. Kepa sends it forward. Got some noise, background noise coming here. Here's Pulisic. Chance. Chance.
Just walks round the defence.
Great defending from Manchester City. Great defending.
Is he offside though, apparently? Offside.
Offside, apparently.
Well, let's see.
Wonderful defending from the defence there. The usual rubbish. This has been a shocking performance.
Yeah, he is off.
How have I sat through 93 minutes of this?
He is
Absolutely rubbish. And I don't know why City have played this badly. I really don't. Really poor from City. It really is. Hopefully City, I mean, if they end the season in this sort of form, it's really bad. Laporte, Foden. Can City get a late goal? Not looking lively at all. Phil Foden's just taking the old Chelsea team on here. At least one of them looks like playing.
Snapped by Kante there.
Yeah, and Jay-Z, who's got fouled by Rudiger. Ball into the box. Rudiger clears it away. 1 minute or 2 minutes left. 1 minute behind you, so 1 minute left because I'll know what happens. Here's Diaz. Lumps it into the box to the small players. They don't win it. Rodri gets a header on it. It's a goal kick for Chelsea.
No corner.
Corner. Come on, City. A nice late goal here will do us nicely. To go and then losing penalties. I cannot see a sweat in any City places, Margaret.
No.
Well, that's the problem, isn't it, Margaret? They're all getting paid their £100,000 per week. So why are they bothered? Why are they bothered? Here's Foden. Swings one in. Poor cross the back. Post, Rodri! Oh, we've actually had a shot. Yay! Goal, everyone. We've had a shot. Fantastic. We've made Kepa make a save. Well done, Manchester City. You made their keeper make a save. Look at the urgency of the side now at 94 minutes. Wonderful.
Come on.
Diaz with a swing in. Headed over the bar. No, still in. Mendy in there. Get up. Oh, my word. Mike Dean's had a blinder as well, by the way. Everything's a foul for Mike Dean. Shut up, Mike. Oh, and I tell you what, Kurt Zuma, get CPR on, get the ambulances. I think he's dead, honestly. Look at him. He's concussed, Kurt Zuma. Come on.
Smiles.
All smiles from Tommy. Yeah. He's been telling them. Oh, he's up, Kurt Zuma. He's absolutely fine. Nothing wrong with him.
Sniper must have just clipped him.
Yeah. Just the diving's been bad from them today. Get lost, Kepa, as well.
Shocking by us as well.
Yeah.
We've been awful.
Well, Chelsea deserved to win because they had one shot and scored it. City hadn't had one shot. They've had one shot in the 94th minute that tested Kepa Arrizabalaga.
And they've had
Chelsea
had 2 goals disallowed, haven't
yeah,
they, as
well done, Manchester City. The players should hang their heads in shame. This is why they don't control their own Twitter accounts. They'll be getting abused today, won't they, again?
Well, yeah, they will.
Unneeded abuse.
Unneeded abuse, yeah.
I mean, if you're saying you're crap, then I understand
yeah,
it.
But none of all the racial
yeah,
abuse.
no
Racial
need for that.
abuse is
If you want to tell
disgraceful.
Sterling he can't play football, he can't really moan about it
No.
when he's on 300 grand a week. But if it's racist abuse, then it's uncalled
No,
for.
it's awful. Sure, well, that's going to be full time in a minute,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Full time. Seconds away. Tuchel looks like he's not had a meal in months on the sideline there.
Oh.
Great pass. Mendy lumps it forward to no one. Well done, Manchester City. Rodri. Gundogan. We sat in silence here because we're not expecting anything.
I know nothing's going to happen. Come on, Mike Dean, just blow the whistle. Put us out of our misery now.
Oh, I'd just
Another
like to see.
check of the
I'd like to
watch.
see the players' reaction to this. The guy who Cash has got more cash. He actually changed his name to more cash.
Yeah.
That's full time. Chelsea into the FA Cup final. Manchester City crash out because they couldn't even shoot on goal. That is what you call a wonderful performance from Manchester City in all terms of sarcasm. That was shocking. Man of the match goes to, don't know, Raheem Sterling, Van Laporte, Zach Steffen. Pick your man of the match. Don't bother telling me. Everyone's prediction was wrong, unfortunately, because you all predicted the City win. All smiles for Chelsea. Congratulations. They had a shot on goal, and that was it. That was the difference between the two sides. Chelsea couldn't, attack any other moment in the game, did they? Sat back.
No.
One game too many. Look out, Spurs, says Terence Baggett. Well,
Let's hope so.
Let's hope City are actually going to turn it around, because the last 3 games have been absolutely shocking performances. And that Dortmund game made it look better. Julius is dreadful, 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 shaking my head. I'm punching my TV monitor. I'm going to have to buy a new one. Shocking performance from the team. But it'd be nice to see if they actually cared, wouldn't it? I wonder if they do actually care. I don't know. You know, do footballers care? I think Foden would care.
Yeah.
I think maybe Fernandinho would care.
Sterling doesn't.
Sterling doesn't care, does he? He'll go back to his mansion, like the rest of them.
That was a shocking 90 minutes.
Shocking from City. I wish I'd never covered this game, but you never know. Anyway, so like we said, the Q&A will be up on Monday, so get ready for that on Monday. Not the actual Q&A, the chance for you to comment and ask your questions, and you can ask that one question you guys seem to be really interested in, which is, what is my name? Also on Wednesday, we're back with the City versus Aston Villa game, and if City lose that one, get ready for them to bottle the title, because it's possible. Oh, it's nice to see Eric Garcia travel with the squad as well. He didn't even want to be at Manchester City, but he gets there. I wish I was Catalan. I'd actually play for the club, wouldn't I? So thanks for listening to the commentary. Unfortunately, it hasn't ended in a positive manner. A bit monotone. But you can't win them all, can you, as they say? But it's nice to see City have played well until this point, and now we're going to start playing like this all the time. Tuchel celebrates. City are out.
No more to say.
No more to say, really. What a load of crap from City. Thanks for making a dreadful game more entertaining. I did try. We did try, didn't we?
Yeah, we had a good laugh, didn't we? But
me and Alex. But I hope you enjoyed it. What you could. I hope the non-City fans enjoyed it. I'm Indu's sad. And Egbert is not my name either. But thanks for being with us. Continue watching, you know, the FIFA videos and so on, the PES videos. They'll still keep coming up. And we'll see you next time. Goodbye from me.
And me. Bye.
We'll see you next time.